What's up, guys? I have turned on the music. Wait, can you guys hear any of this? Wait, hang on. Yes, you can. Okay, cool. Just making sure. How are you guys doing? Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Blaze Tayu. All right, send it over. I am planning to react to Rappa today. COVID jab. Oh man, I hope that makes you feel a little bit better soon. But yeah, we're gonna be reacting to Rappa today. Also, probably whatever else Honkai related that we can find. So this is where I need you guys to help me out. I need you guys to send me the best. Gonna love it. Oh yeah, this is we got this one on our plate. All right, cool. This is good. This is good. This is a good one. Okay, cool. So we are gonna react to this one. Do you guys have other Honkai cinematics that you can recommend? Because I haven't seen them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know which ones are good. I remember seeing a bunch a while ago, like last year, maybe earlier this year, that I was like, oh, I'm really tempted to watch these, but I didn't want to watch them because I was like, I should watch them on stream eventually. And that was like months ago. So yeah, Archerons is the 2D one. We can definitely watch that one. I did see that one. Remember, was there some 3D ones? Or no, I think it was 2D. I think there was one for Don Heng at some point, like near the beginning. I vaguely remember that thumbnail and wanting to watch it. Firefly. Okay, fair enough. We can watch Fireflies. Cool. Let me take a look at Fireflies. You guys have links to these? Let's search Firefly cinematic. Embers of Glamoth? That one? I'm guessing it's Enders of Glamoth. Your color one? Okay, let me see. Is this the one that I'm thinking of? Wait, I don't think I've seen this one. Okay, fair enough. All right, what else we got? No, you're right on time. We're just about to start. Okay. And this one is... Oh, Embers in a Shell. Oh, it's this one. Oh, so we have two different... Wait, we have two different ones? These are both Firefly. Are they different? Wojciechowski, hi Senpai, will you review viewers' animations anytime soon? Yeah, honestly, soon-ish. Probably when I get back from Blender Conference, we're gonna have some form of a plan. I don't know if it'll be in November that we actually start reviewing. Might be late November. We'll see. But yeah. One's a story trailer and the other's a character trailer. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. I feel bad giving Firefly so much screen time. Like, if we only react to like 4 things today, I don't want half of it to be Firefly. Do we have any other characters that we can do other than, you know, Archeron, Firefly, and Rappa? Wasn't there a Don Heng one? Let's just look up. Let's just look up. Honkai Star Rails cinematics. The best ones. Rondo. Across countless. What is this? Oh, well, this is the one where they. This is the dancing one. This is the insane one. Okay, cool. I'm surprised you guys didn't recommend this one. Is this not like the legendary one that like everyone talks about? That one is really good. I've seen it before. Koya, Kafka, of course. We've seen that one before. Blade versus Donheng. That's a cinematic. Let me look up PV. Sparkle trailer. 18 million views. What? Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna watch that one. Holy shit. There's a whole music video too. Oh, it's the dancey one. The Robin the Robin one. Monodrama? What's monodrama? Oh, that's monodrama. Yes, yes. All right, fair enough, fair enough. What else we got? Sway to my beat. Oh, I've seen this one before, yeah. Jing Liu. Fei Xiao. Ooh, Fei Xiao. Ooh, Fei Xiao. I do like me some Fei Xiao. Let's see what Fei Xiao looks like. But so these trailers, are they animated or are they like gameplay? Because I want to make sure. Okay, it's animated. Very cool. All right, fair enough. I'll take it. Black Swan trailer. Interesting. Any other PVs? Any other like specifically animated ones? Or are they all just character trailers? Whoa. I guess there. Oh, no, I thought there was some that were not trailers, right? Like actual animated shorts. Because if we watch the trailers, we can go all day. But I want to see if there's like a PV or something that we can do. Oh, what is this, Blaze? Oh, it's a 2D short? Ah, okay, fair enough. This one, Blaze, is Adventurine. Adventurine is...
Risk losing 100% of your principal.
Ah, right, he's the rich guy. I remember him now. Bernice's 1 hour loop video. I mean, you're not wrong. We could. Your animation course is amazing, by the way. Would you ever do a modeling and rigging one? I've considered it. I just don't have time these days to make a course anymore. It's been a while since I've had time. Because I'm running the studio now, so it's just like every day is like there's more and more things to do. Yeah, I have seen Kafka's. Boot Hills I've seen as well. The Venerable 7 shoes? I've not. Is that HSR? I've never found one that matches your quality. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate it. I did pour a lot of love into the course. I did want to make sure it was as good as possible. I honestly like making courses. I think they're fun to make. I like teaching, which is why I'm here. It's the Bloop animation course. Yeah, it's pretty old now. I would like to make an updated one as well. It still luckily follows pretty much everything in 4.1 and everything like that. But wait, they streamed Bernice for 1 hour. That's so funny. Myriad Celestia? Who the hell is that? Oh, Runaways? Oh man. Oh, Runaways. I commented on that video. That video is very good. I do want to talk about Runaways. I feel like this is something we could probably react to. It's so short. It's only a minute and a half. Look, it's me. It's me. It's the Genshin guy. Oh, so funny. Oh no, Robin, I didn't actually react to it on stream. I'll watch it today. They streamed the 1 hour loop for more than 1 hour. Wild. Wow. Okay. So this one's 2D. Interesting. This is giving me Heavy as the Crown flashbacks, and I don't like it. Oh god. Okay, let's filter these out a little bit, see which one we want to do, because we can't obviously do all of these. We're gonna turn that off. So we're definitely gonna watch Rappa today. This is gonna be insane, I think, from what I've heard. And then we're gonna watch one of the Firefly ones. So either the Embers in a Shell or the Embers of Glamoth. My thinking is Embers of Glamoth is probably gonna be better. Holy shit! Okay, that's 2D though. Why not all of them? I don't have time. I don't have time. I got stuff to do today. But you know, eventually we could do all of them. I don't want to do every single character trailer. That's what I'm trying to like avoid, because you know, you react to one character trailer, everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, why don't you rank all 76 characters?" I'm like, Sloth would die. Sloth, our editor, is gonna be like, "Oh God, no, please. That's going to take 3-4 weeks to edit. It's gonna be crazy." I have a question for someone starting on their own. Would you outsource certain skills like modeling and rigging, or would you try and do it all on your own? I would try to do it for sure. This is speaking from personal experience, because that's exactly what I did. I don't necessarily think that you have to. Outsourcing is always going to be, you know, a useful avenue for whenever you are lacking in a particular skill or time. But knowing that skill greatly increases your chance of outsourcing to the correct person. That is the biggest thing. You never want to just go in blind and be like, oh, you say you do what this thing says, then I will listen to you wholeheartedly, and I'm not an expert myself. That leads to a lot of problems, and something that you do have to make sure you take into consideration when starting to work in a team. You can't just go around looking for people who say that they know what they're doing if you have no idea what you're doing. It's important to know what you're hiring for, in my opinion. So I would learn the basics at the very least of what you're trying to hire for. Absolutely. 7 Shoes is pretty good, but don't know if it counts on a gameplay or the animation. Fair. Yeah, I mean that's Honkai Impact anyway. I think today is just Honkai Star Rail. We can do some more Impact stuff, Honkai Impact stuff, next week. But I will be gone for most of the week. I'll be streaming probably on Monday, but I will be gone until the next Wednesday, I believe, because I'm going to Amsterdam for a Blender conference. Rank every case in Detective Conan. Brother. Oh, brother. Yeah. I wanted to try and make my own anime because I have a really good idea I think would be great, and I'm still very new to all this. Yeah, Kazumi VR. So this is actually a very common thing, and I want to iterate this for everybody who's listening right now. It's very, very common to start out animation and get into animation with an idea for an anime. I would say that's probably like a good like 60 to 70% of people who start. Like there's always that idea. Everybody has that idea to a degree, and it's important to know you never want to start on that anime immediately. And this is coming with, you know, lots of experience, and not just seeing other artists, but also myself. It's very important not to just start with the anime. If you want to learn, it's important to do very, very small projects. Very, very small projects that are probably unrelated, maybe slightly related, but I find it's better to do something that's unrelated, just so you don't fully burn yourself out with the IP, right? Because it can happen. It can happen. So I think that's an important thing. Obviously you can indulge in your original characters and everything. That's really good. You should do that. But it's important just not to see it as like, this is going to be the project and it's going to take X number of years before I even put up my first project, and that's going to be too much. So you just want to make sure you have like small things in between. Yeah, like TikTok format stuff can be good for sure. But yeah, you know, depending on how new you are, I don't know how new you are, but it just depends. You know, keep it even simpler than that. Even simpler than that. Because ultimately, if you have the goal of making a TikTok short and original character, but you don't know how to model or rig, you're not going to be able to make that short anytime soon. Does it make sense? Yeah. Like you just can't. So you need to have an even smaller project, smaller than that, even. Yeah. Even smaller than that. So like you have to be like, okay, well, before I even try to make an original character or even hope that that's my main goal, your first goal should be even smaller. Like it should be, I'm going to make a chair. I'm going to make like, you know, a ball, right? That's going to be the most important thing. Like I know your goal is to create a character. Just make sure you also have very reasonable and meaningful goals in between. That way you're not burning yourself out before you get to that point. It's very, very important. Yeah, you can obviously you can have, you know, things that build up to a thing, but like it's important not to let that one thing be the only thing that you're focused on, because yeah, then the steps in between don't mean as much, and I think it's important. Yeah, your model's neck shadow is really throwing me off. Got him. Yeah, it is. It's a neck tattoo actually. Yeah, I don't have. I don't respond to light. Pirate Software says the exact same thing when doing video game dev. Start with small project before moving to your dream project. Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. And Pirate Software has some good opinions. Exactly why I can't start with my anime MMORPG after my UE5 course. Exactly. We're getting it. Yeah, but pretty much. Because an MMORPG is not even that different from making an anime. Honestly, you know how many people have been like, my dream is to make an MMORPG in game dev. My God, so many people. Oh God. I skipped the donut and chair steps. Oh no, it's fine. Just make a bunch of donuts and chairs. It's fine. I've been working on modeling for my VR chat character. That's where my blender comes from. Fair. Cool. Hey, Seraphal, we're just starting. Make your donuts into chairs. True. Very true. That is a extremely delicious solution. My dream is to make Pong with ray tracing. See, that's a happy man. See, that was a lucky dude. All right, anyway. I'm going to watch this guy. This is going to be the Rappa trailer. I'm going to watch this one. Or I feel like this is 3D, so I'm more inclined to do it, maybe. But again, every single one of these is 3D. Oh, I definitely want to watch this one. This one for sure. So we're definitely on the animated short and Sparkle trailer. Those are for sure. Face Out trailer, I'm just partial to. I just kind of want to watch that one. Aventurine. How good is this one? How good is Aventurine trailer? I don't know. This one is 2D, so this I feel like this would be pretty good. Myriad Celeste, I'm guessing, is actually a story rather than a character. So I'm interested. Oh! Sorry. Interested. This one we're going to watch later, probably at the very end. Yeah, the assets in the animation course are pretty good. Aventurine is not as good as the Archeron. Fair enough. So Archeron 1 instead. I can accept that trade. And then I think we're out. So we don't want to do this one. We don't want to do this one. Wait, we don't want to do either of the Firefly ones? That's wild. Is Ling Sha any good? Ling Sha's only 3 weeks ago. Is the Ling Sha one good? Is it worth this one worth watching? I'm surprised it only has 500,000 views actually. Is meh? Okay, cool. We'll close it out. Fair enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then these 2 Firefly ones. That seems like a lot already. As long as we don't watch the Rappa trailer that came out recently. Wait, why not? Isn't that this one? Wait, what do you mean we, as long as we don't watch? Wait, did I miss something? Wait, that's the one I'm definitely watching. Confused. Banana. Do we want to watch the Firefly ones? Which one do you guys are these worth watching? I'm looking at these ones and they have more views, but I don't know if that's like, to be fair, these are pretty recent and Firefly is pretty badass. Myriad Slush is more story lore. Maybe we take this one off. Maybe we take this one off in favor of one of the Firefly ones. Embers of Golmoth is better than 2. That's my suspicion as well. Yeah. Okay, take Myriad off. Fair enough. Is the Fei Xiao one worth watching? Is this one really good, or is it just my partiality to Fei Xiao? March Madness bracket. Well, wow. Fei Xiao is good and fun. Okay, fair enough. Fair is fair. Fair is fair. Boot Hill. I've seen Boot Hill. Boot Hill's okay. I think it's a really good trailer, but it's nothing like groundbreaking or anything. I want to give these ones a chance because I haven't seen them yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're gonna turn off this one, the trailer, and I think that'll be good. Okay, cool. I'm gonna take a quick ad break, and we're gonna get started. You guys ready? All right. Usually we talk about boobs. We're not gonna be talking about boobs this time. Oh wait, I already ran an ad break. Wait, why is it not letting me do that? Wait a minute. I don't remember giving you no ad break. What happened? Why does it say I have? Well, anyway, you guys are gonna watch an empty screen for a second. I'm gonna be right back. 1 sec. I'm just gonna power down for a bit. Hello. Oh, ads. I'll just watch the VODs. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I didn't run any ads. You fool! I got you. All right, I'm back. Hello, everyone. We are gonna watch the Rappa one last. I'm gonna leave that one for last for now. Let's watch this one. I'm curious what this one's about. You guys ready? All right, here we go. Where's the sound?
Command! Firefly requesting reinforcements! The swarm requesting reinforcements! The Rift Valley! Forward! Requesting reinforcements! I repeat, requesting reinforcements!
God damn! Woo! This is terrifying. Oh, this is terrifying. Oh my god. kind of a war is it? What? Oh my god.
On your feet. The target straight ahead. Keep pushing forward.
Affirmative.
This is so cool. What the hell's going on, dude? Holy shit. Wait, is this gonna be like the Valkyrie scene in Thor? Oh no. The Starship Troopers? Holy shit. Oh god. Oh my, oh god.
Whoever's still alive, cover me. I'm going for the swarm mother. Copy. Take it. What's this? Activate it when you see the signal.
Oh Jesus. What? Dude, this is so good. I'm also so invested in the story. That was 3D, by the way. 3D mecha, yes? No? Oh shit! Oh god! No fucking, what the fuck is going on? Oh shit! No, what the?
Scorched Earth operations!
He's just a kid!
Your Majesty.
Holy shit, dude! Oh, she's dead. Oh, she dead. Oh my god. Holy shit, dude. What the hell is this story, man? Oh my god, dude. Holy Jesus. How's she alive?
Am I dead? Who died?
Damn, that's fucked, dude. That is fucked up. Holy shit. Who's that?
Born to fight. Such is the honor of Clemot's cavalry. For Her Majesty.
Damn, dude. She's not just alive. She has no broken bones in her body. She's standing up, balanced on 2 feet.
Why do we live?
Damn, dude.
But Clemot no longer exists.
What? Glumoth is dead?
I dreamed of a scorched earth. A new shoot sprouted from the earth.
Ayo?
It bloomed in the morning sun and whispered to me.
Ayo? Climate change is real? Ayo?
Like fireflies to a flame.
Life begins death.
Huh? How did that happen? Wait, what? Holy shit! Oh my, oh god! What? She destroyed the whole fucking planet? Oh, are you kidding me? Holy shit. Oh my god. What? Oh my god. What's Kafka?
Fireflies dancing among the stars.
That's a bit of a fucked up thing to say. You know? I don't know. Okay, guys. She's an emanator? What does that mean? Oh, she's not an emanator? Okay. What does that mean? She survived a nuke, then an exploding planet. I mean, yeah, pretty cool, but also like how? So like, hang on. Okay, I'm just trying to get my head wrapped around this story here. She was one of many armored soldiers. They nuked the thing. All the armored soldiers died, except for her. And she was fine. And then she cried, and then new armor came out of the ground from a tree. And then she immediately blew that armor up. The tree part was imagined. I mean, that I can imagine it being that's fine. It can be symbolism. But like, where did the armor? Did she get new armor, or did she have armor on the whole time? Like, I'm a little confused. Okay. Avatars of the Chosen Path. Okay, fair enough. Okay, sure. Their armor is kind of like Iron Man's nano armor. So everybody can turn on and off their armor anytime, or is it just her? I just don't have the full context of like. Anyway, I think that was her power awakening. What makes her unique among all the clones? I mean, certainly yes, I can agree with that. She had a backup engine, yeah, basically. They can remove the armor, but it also serves as life support, so deteriorate without it equipped. Okay, okay. So she just turned the armor back on, and it happened to get a new skin recolor. I mean, they should really just keep it on. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they're showing feet. You know, like this should, it feels like they can turn it on and off. It feels like it should just be on. You know. Interesting choice to turn it off and be naked all the time. Which, by the way, she is constantly naked. she keeps being naked over and over, which is fine. That's their choice. Okay. The other trailers show more armor types. That's fair. Why did she blow up the planet? Honestly, I don't know. The other thing too is like Glomoth doesn't exist anymore. Is that I didn't understand that part, because like the Scorched Earth thing, did they just destroy both Glomoth and the Swarm? Because like, is Glomoth, was the city there? Because I didn't see a city here, but I don't know. Maybe if it's because I just saw ruins, but I don't know if that's like it was already destroyed or whatever. I assumed they were doing an invasion on their home planet and then destroyed their home planet. I thought Glomoth was somewhere else. You know what I mean? Anyway. It was basically a meaningless final battle because Glomoth was already destroyed by the Swarm. Oh, okay. Damn, that's sad, dude. Yeah. Sad. They're brainwashing created to defend a planet that no longer exists. Oh, that is sad. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Okay. Let's talk about a couple things. Here we go.
Command! Fireflies requesting reinforcements.
God, this is so visceral, dude.
On your feet!
So I think one of the coolest things they're doing with this whole video is the voice modulation. And I think the voice modulation, I think, is canon to the game as well. Like Firefly has a voice modulator when she has the armor on, right? The voice modulator makes it so that every one of these characters feels like a soldier. And the coolest part is how they misdirect you about that, and they really show the horrors of war as you go through the video. It's really cool. Pretty sure all the mech scenes are 3D. Actually, good question. Let me see. Is this 3D? I would be mind blown. That does feel 3D. Are you serious? That does feel 3D. Holy shit. Wait, I think you're right.
On your feet. The target straight ahead. Keep pushing forward.
Affirmative.
Is that 3D? Are the mechs 3D? Oh my god. Yeah. So these are definitely 3D, but they're also definitely like hand painted afterwards. So what that means is like they're painting in all the shadows and all the colors and probably even the line art to a degree as well. But they're using the mechas to they're using the 3D mechas as a base for the animation. So they're actually animating in 3D as far as I can tell. But they're shading it in 2D. That's really impressive. I mean, it makes sense because the amount of detail required for these mechas is insane. So actually drawing like, you know, every single one of these lines, every single frame would be insane. So that makes a lot of sense. Obviously, all the effects are 2D and it's gorgeous. And they're also doing a really, really good job with again, the setting up expectations of 2D art. So one of the first things to do, obviously she's 2D, so that helps. But look at this. Knowing that the mechas are 3D right now, take a look at what they do here, which is really cool. This revolving shot is meant to mimic 2D. There's no parallax on this character at all. The character doesn't have any parallax to it based on the camera. There's a foreground element that's moving forward at a very high rate, but like this thing technically doesn't have much parallax. It looks like it's being slightly warped, but it's giving that 2D look because it probably is a 2D background here, for example, as a 2D element. But the character has no parallax at all, which is such a great attention to detail on how like a 2D production would do it. This does look 3D. That's definitely got a 3D base to it. It's just so geometrically accurate, but it doesn't feel 3D because the shading is so good. And they did such a great job with the animation itself. God, that's so good. The bugs are also 3D? That's crazy. Like all the highlights, all these highlights that they're doing, these are gorgeous. And this is a big reason why it looks more 2D. It looks like not just do they have this rim light, but it looks like it's being hand painted with some sort of noise or maybe some sort of displacement along with the line thickness. You can see the line thickness and all these speculars are being really, really handcrafted. Like these are very, very handcrafted shading decisions.
The target straight ahead. Keep pushing forward.
Affirmative.
Like, God, it's so cool because everything here just feels so 2D. They're doing such a great job with it. The effects help a lot, but like the way the background moves, like this in the background has absolutely like there's no movement at all, and this explosion has no parallax. It just moves past them. Now, granted, these are actually 2D effects, but like combining this with the 3D makes the 3D just look more 2D. It just feels so good. That's crazy. Like all of these still frames is exactly what a 2D production would do. It's awesome. God, it is 3D. That's crazy. Dude, this is insane. It's because they draw over every frame. It's just absolutely difficult. But like, it just I didn't think it was actually 3D. I'll be honest. I mean, that's 2D. That's a 2D painting of a bug. Are these guys 3D? You said they were, but yeah, they are. There's some form of 3D. See the parallax on that? jaw, mandible. 3D. Oh, dude, this is nasty. Did they behead the guy? Basically, the hair's still there. Damn. See, this feels so 2D, and I wonder why. Right here. Boom. I'm trying to see if there's any geometric distortion here that's making me read 2D, but not really. It's very geometrically perfect, which is a sign of 3D. You can kind of see it's 3D when I do this. It feels a little bit more 3D here. But like, oh man. Oh, they do stretch it a little bit right here. You see how the chest is expanding there just a little bit? That's a very, very subtle thing, but it does help keep that geometry a little bit more loose. So they're doing some translational things with the bones. What that means is they're sort of stretching the limbs. They're sort of moving the joints out of place, like that kind of thing, to make it feel a little bit more inaccurate and a little bit less stiff. But yeah.
Whoever's still alive.
Wait, I want to see this rotation. Wow. Really good stuff.
Cover me. I'm going for the
Because they're doing mixed frames on this rotation as well. Look at that. But it feels so good. That's so good, dude.
Cover me. I'm going for the swarm mother.
See, notice here too, like even when they move, they're moving one body part. So this right here is an intentional movement just to focus on, hey, only this thing is moving. We're not going to redraw the body every time, quote unquote. This is the thought of a 2D artist, but they were using it on a 3D model. So that's definitely just, you know, the 3D model with only the head moving. But that's why it feels 2D. These are really good 2D animation decisions being made on a 3D model. And of course, this has a lot to do with the fact that they are drawing the shadows on manually to a degree. So like, in a way, it is technically 2D animation that they would have to redraw the body if they did move that. So these decisions are being driven by practical reasons. But yeah, it's really well done. I mean, this is fantastically 2D coded.
I'm going for the swarm mother. Copy. Take it. What's this? Activated when you see the signal.
Dude, the voice modulation is man, like the decision to do that and then to reveal the real. Oh, we'll get to that point. It's so good. God, this shot, dude. I have to look at the shot. Hang on. What a great shot. It's very Nakamura-esque, but like fascinating. It feels great. This is incredible, dude. This is incredible. Just look at the composition of this. Like, this is absolutely insane. This is like the mark of like a highly skilled 2D Sakuga animator, but like on a 3D model it's just absolutely gorgeous, dude. Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, you can see like his goal is here. He's got all this stuff here. The treadmill is moving past him, an extremely dynamic shot, and you have the focus of your eyes here. But not only is it just here, it's dancing around this area as he's going through a bunch of obstacles. So you have a really dynamic frame here while keeping the focus of his objective intact. That's such good directing, dude. So this is the part that read 3D to me. Everything before this, I actually wasn't sure if it was 3D or 2D, but this right here reads 3D to me, and I'm wondering why. It definitely has a lot to do with the increased rotations, the slow rotation. This slow rotation is pretty hard to do in 2D with that much geometric accuracy. And I think honestly the reason why everything else read so 2D before is because they were able to snap into different poses pretty dramatically, which allows the geometric intensity or the geometric integrity to be less detectable, if that makes sense. But here there's like some minor things that are happening that are like, okay, that makes more sense in 3D. You can see that. They do a really good job here, like maintaining this particular angle though, as soon as he stops rotating. That's a very 2D decision, which is good. But yeah, there's certain things here that feel a little 3D. Like that hand angle could have a little bit better silhouette. Like if it was 2D, it would be probably something closer to like this, you know, where you could see like the fingers separately, like the thumb doesn't overlap. You can see how the thumb overlaps here. You don't really see it that well. This would probably be something a little bit more like that, you know, stuff like that. These are small 2D decisions that would probably follow through. But regardless, they did a really good job holding this angle, which felt 2D. But yeah, before that, it felt a little bit 3D. Like this part right here just feels a little 3D. But that's still very impressive. Very, very impressive. God. Oh God. Dude. Oh gee. How did they draw this? Interesting use of blur. I wonder if that's also part of it. But I'm guessing that the cables are 2D. I'm guessing the cables are 2D. They might be 3D, honestly. But I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, with them like breaking up like that and stuff. Like they're moving in such a satisfying way. It would just make more sense to animate them in 2D, honestly. You could just draw the shapes.
Now commencing.
This part, dude, is so sad. This part is such good directing. Like, the moment you hear his real voice and you realize he's just a kid is insane. It's such good storytelling, dude.
Scorched Earth operations. For Her Majesty.
Her Majesty!
God, that's so good, dude. That is so good. That's all 2D. That's all 2D. All this is 2D. God, just the voice. Just the voice itself, you can tell what the meaning of the story really is at the end of the day. It's so good. That is wild, dude. Like, the directing here is fucking immaculate, bro. She gets up. She gets up. She's covering frame, right? She's covering frame here. The moment she gets up, notice how the rack focus is already preemptively focusing on the face behind her. See how the blur is already happening here, right? Like, it's already rack focusing preemptively. The director knows exactly what he's doing. Corpses. That's crazy, dude. God, what an efficient camera angle. What an efficient storytelling frame. Absolutely terrifying. It's really good. Dead bodies everywhere.
Am I dead?
Yeah, you are.
Who died?
This is fucked up, dude. Man, just the sheer scale of this is... God. They really drove home the gravity of this situation. I guess it's fucking sucks. This is so sad.
Born to fight. Such is the honor of Clement's cavalry. For Her Majesty.
I kind of wish this character was someone we recognized. Is this someone that's from the game? Like, do you guys know this person? Because I don't know who this is. But like, I find it interesting that she's like, this is the first time we see her. Like, it would have been nice if we kind of like had some sort of preemptive connection to this character beforehand. Small thing. Okay, cool, fair enough. Yeah, it would have been nice to have a connection to her character because it would have hurt a lot more, and that's what we want. That's what we want. All of them are clones of each other. Are they really? Okay, fair enough. Wait, but wasn't the other one a guy? Am I crazy? I thought this was a dude.
Now commencing.
That's a dude. That's not Firefly's voice. Am I crazy? Anyway. Don Hank's voice actor? Interesting. Okay. Oh, there are dudes too. Okay, so there's dude clones and girl clones. I can accept that. Test tube babies.
Do we live?
Yeah, I see the guys. Okay, cool.
But Lamoth.
Firefly is the name of the armor, and the character adopted it as hers, and she's the only one left. That's basically Valkyrie from Thor. I suspected it was going to be Valkyrie from Thor. This is a very like this is very much like, yeah, and everyone died but me. But and like, anyway, so yeah. Still really good. I will say that this part just doesn't make much sense to me from a writing perspective. I wish it was a little bit more clear, but it's pretty poggers. Here, let's watch the animation.
Of a scorched earth.
So the other thing too is this is all 2D animation here.
Sprouted from the earth. It bloomed in the morning sun and whispered to me. Like fireflies to a flame.
Life begets death.
So cool. $3D? Yeah, this is actually pretty good 3D. It's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. This is also a really interesting choice to do this instead of actually simulating it, because this feels, you know, more painterly, and it's obviously more dramatic too, which is cool. But yeah, like this could have been a simulation. This could have been a 3D explosion, but instead they had like 3 or 4 drawn frames that just faded into each other. And this is like a really good example of why, like, how 2D works. You can never really do effectively like a slow motion shot. I take that back. Slow motion is really expensive in 2D, so usually it's done in like a fadey kind of way. And this is kind of like how they're showing the slow explosion of a planet. Like it's dramatic, but also like because of the scale, it would be relatively slow, which is cool. That form of the armor occurs when their life reaches almost their limit and enhances their abilities. They had that the whole time, and none of the other ones activated it. Come on, dude. Everybody's life was at their limit. Why was there not like 20 of them? Anyway, sorry. Yeah, writing wise, I have no idea what's going on here, but cool factor takes over. It's fair. Yeah. And I guess you can just be in space.
Fireflies dancing among the stars.
So, just so we're both clear, those sunglasses would not fit her face, right? Like they wouldn't cover her eyes at all. I just want to clarify that. Just making sure that we're on the same page here. Those are not big enough for her face. Those are very small. They would not be effective at all. All right. Therefore, drip. True. They're way smaller than they are in the game. Am I crazy? Does that not feel like way smaller than they usually are? Like I'm 90% sure in the game, in the model, in every other instance of Kafka, those glasses are slightly bigger. Like I'm pretty sure. Look, coming from a guy with sunglasses on his head, I feel like I'm a bit of an expert in the matter. Okay. Anyway, that was good. That was really good. Goddamn. So all the characters were 2D, but all the mechas were 3D, and I could barely tell. Incredible work from the 2D animators who drew over and like did all the shading for the mechas. Amazing shout out to all the 3D animators who were able to capture that Sakuga feeling. They were able to have the mixed frame rate read really, really well, with poses that read really, really well. And able to get around that sort of strange geometric perfection stiffness that you usually get even from CG mechas and stuff like that. We saw a little bit of that in the Honkai Impact Star Rail stuff. The Honkai Impact 3rd cinematics last time. Even like the mechas can look a little bit stiff sometimes. These ones did not. They felt really, really alive. And I think that has a lot to do with how they were animated. Not just how they were modeled, not just how they were shaded, but how they were animated. So huge props to that. It's difficult to do mixed frames that well. Yeah. Because the reality is like not very many 3D animators can act and think like 2D animators when they animate. And what I'm seeing here in this particular project is that whoever animated the mechas understood 2D animation to the T. Like they made all these decisions based on 2D animation principles. They were able to make something look like Sakuga because they most likely have done Sakuga before. It seems like someone who's very multi-disciplined. So huge props. It pays off to have a generalist like that who can do 2D and 3D animation and apply those principles. Otherwise, it's very easy for 3D animators to get caught up in their old ways and do some things that don't make sense in 2D. And that's where those decisions start to pop out. Really, really good stuff. Extremely solid animation. This is honestly I would say one of the best 3D, 2D things I've seen in a long time. And we just watched all the Honkai Impact ones. And we just watched Shadow Dark Beginnings. So this actually takes a pretty hefty piece of the pie in terms of how impressive that was. I did not expect to be that blown away by it because I didn't even know the mechas were 3D until like the second watch through. Wild. Yeah. Honkai Impact Third has a full 3D animation. Do they? Really? Because most of them have 2D drawn faces, but the recent ones have been more 3D, which is kind of crazy. But anyway, we're gonna watch Archeron. You guys want to watch Archeron next? All right, let's do it. Oh wait, are we gonna watch? Oh, we're gonna watch an ad. I'm a good streamer. All right, we're gonna watch an ad. I'm trying to get rid of the pre-roll ads. Here we go. We'll be back in 1 minute. 1 minute, guys. 1 minute. 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. Alicia was a gorgeous cinematic. Okay, anyway, BRB. Do you watch Trigun stuff or is that copyright stuff? I don't know if you can hear me, but Trigun stuff is usually copyrighted, I believe. For future reference, the R is not in the beginning of the name. Shit, you're right. It's Acheron. Lamau. The Hersher of Rebirth cutscene. Who is the Hersher of Rebirth? I don't know. I don't know all the Hershers. I don't know who's Hersher and what's a Hersher. I know Hersher's like a god of something, right? But who's the Hersher of Rebirth? I don't know. All I know is like Kiana's like the Hersher, like 5 different Hershers in one or something. Oh, Seal. Oh, okay. Fair enough. I don't actually know what Seal looks like in Honkai Impact. Do I? Oh no, I do now. I do. Yeah, I remember now. Wait, there's a Seal short for Honkai? Like for Honkai Impact? I don't think I've seen the Seal short. Fair enough. Just like the Archons in it. Yeah, fair enough. Seal has 2 animations? Are they 3D? Are they good? Oh, wait, there are 2 Seals and they both take turns being long and short-haired. That's not confusing at all. The one I know of is 3D. Okay, fair enough. Man, I kind of want to watch that, but not today. We can't watch it. We're already behind. All right. Okay. We're going to watch Acheron, as they say. Okay. Hersher is German and means ruler. Ah, fair enough. I did figure it was German, but I didn't know it meant ruler. That makes a lot of sense. It's so good. We got to save it for the next stream. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. Here we go. Okay. We're going to watch Acheron's trailer. Your color. Very fitting that they started in black and white. Fair enough.
The Charmony Festival is here, and guests from
Charmony.
all flights have arrived.
More updates right after the break.
Okay. Okay. Real quick. I don't know how I feel about this umbrella placement. It's like, it's fine, but immediately I'm like, is it not supposed to be over your head? This is fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, it's fine. Immediately I'm like, there's something off about it, but it's okay. Wait, is that not Sparkles? It is Sparkle. What's Sparkle doing here? Okay. Very cool. A blade?
Either way, dusk's wane, it too shall fall.
Is this just Raiden?
What did you say?
She's Raiden, isn't she?
Do your worst. Our existence is fleeting as dawn still.
Whoa.
Destined for oblivion. On the still waters of oblivion.
Okay, interesting.
Guide the wandering souls. I weep for the departed.
Whoa, that was a cool shot.
The gleam of old blades.
I do kind of, man, this was a missed opportunity. The progenitor is real. Yeah, this feels very progenitor-y.
Our existence is fleeting as guide the
So,
wandering souls.
right here,
I weep for the departed.
I kind of like, so a couple things with clarity here. It's like, you don't actually get, because of how messy these effects are and how blurry it is and all these other things, you don't actually see the impact. Like, I couldn't read what happened here. Like, this impact isn't really obvious that she blocked the attack. You kind of get the idea, but it's like, it's so small now that you can barely see it, right?
For the departed.
This is fine. This is cool. This really cool shot. Really, really difficult to get that that smooth of a camera angle underneath the sword. That's a really, really cool tracking shot. It's great. What I'm not very happy with is how this sets up so much anticipation, but then immediately she's just like already, like, before you even realize what's happening, her there's not enough anticipation being set up for the aftermath of this slash. I'm also like I'm not feeling how this dress is covering up her leg, because this looks like her leg. This is like a silhouette thing, right? So this looks like her leg. It's not her leg. It's being misinterpreted as her leg. And if both of her knees are up here, it feels really weird. Like, this doesn't actually feel like a good pose. Technically the leg is down here, but you can't see that. So it's like, it's a bit of a missed opportunity to have like a really strong pose here. And I do kind of wish that they had an actual anticipation here that felt a little bit longer, especially with the music.
The gleam of old blades. I've
Whoa.
seen her before.
Find me.
Wait, to be clear, that's not herself. Who is that? Wait, who is this?
Find me. Your end. My origin.
Wait, so it's herself?
All that is past.
No, it's not. They have different hair.
Turned to nihility.
Nihility. Wait a minute. I know this pose. This pose looks very familiar. This is Raiden Shogun. Oh, that's Robin. Oh, that's Robin? Wait, Robin doesn't have hair like that.
Has returned.
No way.
Find
That's Robin? That's crazy. Fair enough.
Has returned to nihility. Just like tears. Eventually disappear in the rain.
Black hole. That was cool. Wait, that was cool. This is a... Dude, the impact frames here. Dude, this is so cool. So these are 3D impact frames. Obviously, this has got some 2D to it, but like they are moving a 3D light. And then, they're drawing these shadows here and stuff. But like they're moving a 3D light. You can see the blobby shadows here on the 3D model. And then you have this like sketchy line here, which could just be in comp. It could be hand-drawn. I think it might be hand-drawn. But like the 3D light gives so much perspective. This is actually one of the things that Nakamura is really good at. I've seen him do this amazingly in impact frames where there's just like random light sources and like you get this kind of like 3D impact frame. And they're doing it in 3D, which is cool. It's such a cool effect. I love this. That was awesome. You just get so much like depth to like a single impact. So cool, dude. Oh my god.
There is nowhere to go but forward.
And she really likes destroying the fabric of reality. Oh yeah, I forgot she was in an illusion. So that makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Oh, it is Robin.
Your color.
Oh, I get it.
Find me.
Wait, what is Acheron's relationship with Robin? This universe May doesn't have Kiana. Oh, that is sad. Wait, who's Kiana in Genshin? In game, she reverses the use of the sword unless she absolutely has to. Oh, interesting. What does she use otherwise? Does she use an umbrella? Robin's ad brings back memories of Acheron's past. Interesting. Oh, unknown god? You think so? She does have resemblance to the unknown god. I agree with that. But that's crazy. Wait, do you think Kiana is like canonically in Genshin? Like canonically, like it is just Kiana? That would make sense, but that's crazy. Wow. Oh, the scabbard of her sword. Okay, fair enough. Wait, so the Hersher's voice. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the cubes is a very, very Honkai Impact thing. Yeah. And they have the same VA, Kiana? Oh, they're not the same. Okay, I'm getting conflicting information from you guys. But okay, this was cool. This was pretty cool. Honestly, there's a couple things that I would improve. So let's talk about it real quick. So
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, Pentacle.
The Charmony Festival is here, and guests from all walks
I do really like this walking animation. It's got pretty good deformation on the ankles.
of life have arrived.
You can kind of see how like when she takes a step here, like just that little bit of collapse. So you have like the ankle's pretty straight here, right? And then you go forward. Notice how the ankle is like just slightly collapsing there, just slightly. And it's also because the shin is moving forward, but it has that immediate collapse from the weight, which feels really, really good. You see that? Boom, boom. It's folding a little bit. It's taking on the weight. It's good.
More updates right after the break.
So there's something slightly off about this pose, and I don't know if it's anything that's particularly wrong with the pose itself. But I think what it really is, I think her forearm is too long. Like, it's a little long. Now, granted, I think forearms are generally pretty long, so maybe it's fine. But basically, the reason why this feels off is because this is supposed to be very, very weightless. So I can see how this is acceptable and probably reasonable as a pose. But in theory, the human body would naturally want to balance it out a little bit more. Like you would want to have a slightly more natural pose would be to account for this extra weight on your arm and sort of balance it a little bit. So what that means is when you hold it, you would push the elbow back just a little bit more, and you would have something like this, just like so. And then when the umbrella is here, it feels now more natural. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I mean, honestly, probably it would because it would probably be like here. It'd probably be more like this. But yeah, it's because you want to hold that umbrella a little bit closer so you don't have to carry on the extra weight that's like as a fulcrum point of your arm is like much more forward heavy now, right? So you want to bring it inwards usually by default. That's why people tend to do that. they hold the umbrella close. Not only is it more effective here, but it's also more comfortable closer to your body. So the distance between the umbrella and her body is a little bit uncomfortable for me. It's a small thing that I think could be improved a little bit. Like if it was just, you know, if it was just like this, right? Like it would feel just a little bit better. And you could still maintain the clarity of the silhouette. So I think it's possible to have done this. But I'm sure they did it for certain reasons. That's just my opinion. I think this would feel better.
Apply your color.
Care to guess?
Either way.
Illusional reality. Care to guess?
This was pretty good. This is pretty good animation here. I did really like this. It's interesting because like they actually do a decent job at this slash. Normally, I would say that this slash requires a bit more anticipation, like a bit more like something like this, where you have this. But actually, that would probably telegraph it too much. I don't think that would also that wouldn't be realistic or practical. But of course, sometimes when you don't have anticipation, it doesn't feel as good. They do a really good mix here where they don't really have a lot of anticipation wind back here, but they do have a pretty good understanding of how the sword would move, which is that it's very, very central heavy. What that means is it's very balanced, right? So being able to rotate the sword across over here is something that like feels very natural and feels very skillful. So this actually feels really believable as someone who's a master swordsman to be able to just rotate his wrist very quickly and then slash without, you know, telegraphing his move. So impressive, actually really, really good. And then some pretty good balance here as well. He does a very similar thing here where he actually looks like he's gonna slash. Like this feels like a slashing motion, like it would like slash like that, right? But he stabs instead at the last minute there. So again, another piece of swordsmanship that feels pretty good, honestly. I like it.
Either way, dusk's wane, it too shall fall.
This is a really cool pose. I would say. I want to see how this transition works.
Dusk's wane.
Because this is 3D.
Dusk's wane, it too shall fall.
Is that 2D? That is 2D, yeah.
Dusk's wane, it too shall fall.
They've got pretty good parallax on this shoulder pauldron, so I was confused. But it's definitely 2D.
Dusk's wane, it too shall fall.
One of the biggest differences you can tell between the 2D and 3D is their face shape. So like this face shape is like significantly different than like the 3D face shape, which is what I usually talk about for most 3D models.
Dusk's wane.
But yeah, there's a distortion here that makes this feel like less geometrically accurate, which is good. It feels very 2D. But really cool technique here where they just fade out for the transition into this blurriness, and then they match it that way. Makes it feel like really seamless. The reality is if you actually were to overlay these two, they wouldn't match exactly.
Yes.
Either way.
Why 2D has longer hair? Great question. Because it's so much easier to have long hair in 2D than it is in 3D. And I guarantee you that's the main reason. They probably designed her with long ass hair, and the 3D modelers and the animators were like, no. That's my guess.
Dusk's wane, it too shall fall.
Yeah. Because this would be absolute hell to animate in the gameplay. It would clip every time she walks. It would clip everything. It'd be terrible. It'd be so hard to animate. Yeah. So they definitely shortened it for the 3D model. I imagine this was probably in the original 2D concept to be this like this length. But yeah, it would get tangled in her legs if you were to animate in 3D. It's too much. Yeah.
What did you say? Why don't you talk some sense?
This pose is a little strange. This pose is a little strange. So this pose is trying to mimic the idea of like the cool guy that leans back, right? You guys know this pose, right? This is the cool guy that leans back. You know what I mean? Like it's trying to mimic that pose. The problem is she's got the lean back and it's cool, but the problem is that notice how in this lean back, the center of gravity, or the cog here, yeah, the torso is here. The center of gravity is technically like here, right? It's pretty well balanced. And the thing that sticks out the most is her hip. Like her hip is the thing that sticks out the most, right? Erase that. There's an issue with this one. The thing that sticks out the most is her knees. So instead of this look, she looks like this. Which does not look nearly as cool. That is not as cool. That is not. This is way cooler. This is more balanced. This is not balanced. She's gonna fall over. Just straight up, she's gonna fall over. So this is giving imbalanced knee look. Like that's just what it is. Like if her legs were more spread apart, like maybe, but like the issue is that the torso is not being respected as the most extreme peak of that curve, and they're trying to get that knee there, but it's not quite working. Yeah. Anyway, that pose could use some work. It could use some work.
Do your worst.
Wait, I want to see her pose here out of curiosity. Yeah, she's got it. She does the pose correctly. You see that? She's doing it, guys. She's doing it. She's doing the thing. The hip is the most jutted out part. That's good. It's good. The 3 Stellaron hunters are sparkle. She's using illusion. Yeah.
Worst. Our existence is fleeting as dawn steel.
That's pretty.
Destined for oblivion.
Okay, so this part,
Destined.
really, really cool stuff. The only issue, of course, is that this defies like the momentum of midair physics, and we've talked about this a lot. Midair physics. So here's the thing. I'm gonna preemptively say, I'm gonna say this. This is not physically possible. All right, now cue the comments. Well, she's technically got the power to do these, and she's like a super fast. So like, why would she obey physics? Of course she's gonna be breaking physics. She's super skilled. She's got magical powers. No. So that doesn't matter, because what you're looking for is suspension of disbelief. What you're looking for is something that like builds upon the rules that we understand about body mechanics, and then using that as a foundation for understanding skill and power. So right here, this right here, I understand that there's a vector here that makes sense. Like I can understand things that are not physically possible, quote unquote, that still follow body mechanics. Like right here, see how she still like crouches down to jump, and then she has like this little boost here that like pushes her upwards a little bit higher than maybe how she would otherwise. Like this is a jump that feels like it's got a lot more extra force than what she's portraying in her pose. This is fine. This is totally fine. That makes sense. She's got a bit of extra power and extra boost that can push her forward. And now she's spinning on an axis that looks like this, right? So momentum wise, gyroscopically, this is a very like preservation of angular momentum is a very key part of how the universe works. So we have this in body mechanics, and it's how she's spinning right now. What doesn't make sense is how she suddenly starts turning this way. So there is no indication of effects. There's no indication of superpowers. There's no indication of an extra force vector being applied like there was earlier with the after images. If there was, I could forgive this. But because there isn't, there's an implication that this is somehow following the rules of physics that we've set apart. They haven't specified that this is a rule break, which means it's more than likely to be an animation error. So this is basically she was rotating like this. Her axis was here. Now suddenly her axis is like coming towards camera, and she's just rotating like around here, which is a completely perpendicular axis. It doesn't make sense how you can do this in real life without an external vector. Normally, if you change your rotation, like maybe you could do it if you're like standing on the ground, or if you're connected to like a wire or something that you can actually like use as a force vector that inputs into the system. Without that, she has to keep spinning this way. That's just the rules. She has to have momentum spinning this way. Now that she's ignored that, she is spinning in a completely different direction now. Not only that, but it went from here, now it's going here, now she's going here. And that's fine. Like force vectors can have, axes of rotations can have force vectors that are spinning them, but this ultimately goes against, like this particular action goes against the whole angular momentum preservation of a system. This, I will say, is really cool. This is a good example of something that breaks physics, but has the rule of cool applied, so it's fine. This actually works really well because it follows the body mechanics. This is something that is really good at taking advantage of the initial rotation of her body and putting it into this new rotation of her leg. That's a cool momentum transfer, and I think that works really, really well. Of course, she pauses here, which is physically inaccurate, but I can understand it for anticipation. I think it feels okay. But it doesn't forgive the fact that she rotated her angular momentum out of whack for no particular reason, no identifiable power, and used that to get to that position. And that's what sort of ruins it for me personally. That's what sort of breaks the immersion for me.
Still destined for oblivion.
You see that? So everything there was fine, generally speaking. It was just the change in angular momentum in midair that is something that tends, honestly, is a very common issue with midair physics. A lot of people don't really respect it too much, because I think some people think it's a real cool thing, and that's fine. But for me, I think it works a lot better when you preserve the angular momentum and you build on that line of action like we talked about. You would actually increase the anticipation. The problem when you change angular momentum midway is that it breaks our immersion just a little bit, but not just that, it breaks the momentum transfer. So it actually breaks the believability of the energy going from one pose to another. And what that means is your overall buildup gets interrupted. You see that? So you see how you could have had a climax like that was way better. So you kind of get like this. And you kind of like, it's like, okay, cool. Like I had to like start over my energy build just to get to that climax point, which is when she like kicked the guy, right? What you would like is something that feels like this. You want it to build up on top of each other so where you can feel the energy flow of the choreography reaching the climax uninterrupted. So that's my opinion. Yeah.
Still destined for oblivion.
This part is really cool.
Still waters of oblivion.
Overall, this part is really, really good. Like the camera angles and everything, the choreography for that is really cool.
I guide the wander.
The only small thing I'm a little bit upset about is that she jumps up and lands here at a certain speed, and then she jumps up and lands here at a slower speed. So one jump has lower gravity than the other. That's a small thing, but you'll pay attention. Watch this. Boom. Super fast jump, normal jump. So it's fine. Maybe she has the ability to change gravity. I don't know, but clearly none of the other characters are affected. So it seems more likely to be an animation error here. It's just that one of them is just faster for the rhythm, probably more than anything else.
On the still waters of oblivion, I guide the wandering souls. I weep
Again, I think this could be more clear. This wasn't super clear.
for the departed.
Really cool tracking shot.
Forth, the gleam of old blades.
Honestly, yeah, this shot so much of this shot's value is lost from a poor silhouette. This thing hides the leg and it acts like the leg. This feels like she's making a frog pose. See that? It looks like she's making a frog pose in just the few frames that we have to actually digest this pose. There's very, a low likelihood that anyone notices that this is actually her leg here. Like, you can't see that leg. You just can't really see it. And so, not only that, but this thing is moving, so it's even taking more attention. So it doesn't quite read as well as it could have. I think if this was like, put here, and then like her leg was put here, and you had something like this, that would feel so much better. Hang on, let me draw this with red. Look how much better this would feel. Imagine this part was like behind her, like trailing behind her because it's her dress. This part followed her spine, right? You get something like that. And then you get this bent leg here. Look how good this looks. Look how good this feels. How much stronger of a pose this is, right? This feels a lot stronger. Ah! Thank you. This feels a lot stronger. You see that? Yeah. If this was the pose for the few frames that we had, if this was the pose that, for the few frames that we had to look at it, blah, 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 then it would definitely read better for the climax, because this, you would understand like, oh, that's a cool pose, that's a cool slashy slash, and then it would explode. It'd be awesome. Hey Jay, thanks for the prime sub. Thank you. I appreciate that, dude. I appreciate that. We have sound alerts turned off right now, because but yeah. I appreciate that, Jay. Might sound dumb, but did they animate this before the screen break effect? Yes. I'm not sure what you mean by that. But if you're wondering if they did the screen break effect before or after they animated it, it definitely has to be before, because you gotta break the screen with stuff on it. Yeah, Blaze, I'll see you later. But wait, I gotta watch the Rappa one. That's okay. Get some sleep. All right.
Forth, the gleam of old blades.
All right. The rest of it is pretty wild. I think we're pretty much set on this one. We can move on to the next one. You guys good? Can we just appreciate, by the way, that like from a scientific community perspective, the fact that black holes are now accurately depicted as, gravitational lensing with an accretion disk is kind of crazy. Like, this is the universally accepted black hole form now, and it all has to do, honestly, with Interstellar. I think primarily popularizing this particular depiction of a black hole. Like, before that, like, scientifically, we'd figured that out as a community, that like accretion disks and gravitational lensing would give this particular kind of look, and then we photographed it, which was crazy. But like, Interstellar is what really brought this out as like, yeah, this is what it should look like. It's cool, and it's now just pop. It's just pop culture now. Yeah. Is it believable animation of a black hole? Yeah, this is a scientifically accurate depiction of a black hole. Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, because it uses gravitational lensing to show the other side of the black hole on top and on bottom of it. Like, who could possibly imagine that? Anyway, enjoy it for me. I will. All right, let's watch Fei Xiao. Isn't it impossible to make a photo of a black hole? No, we've done it. We've actually done it. Yeah. Let's watch this one. I'm going to go through this one pretty fast because I want to get to the other two. I think those are the bigger ones. All right, here we go. Oh, quick ad. We're going to do an ad break because I got to drink some water. Ah! I think before, the general depiction in media was just gravitational lensing and nothing else. Yeah, that's definitely true. I also feel like it was more blah, 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 blah. It was more the just the suction of a black hole. Like, I remember a long time ago when I was younger, there was a dark hole Yu-Gi-Oh card. You guys remember that? Dark hole Yu-Gi-Oh card. This shit. God. This shit. Hang on. This was like the depiction of black holes back in the day. It was literally just, hey, big old thing that like sucks things up. Like, that's kind of how people sort of understood it. Like, that's all people could understand about black holes. Like, big black thing that sucks things up, maybe has bright light around it, but like no light in it, because black hole is dark. It's dark hole. Yeah. So up until Interstellar, this is how we assumed black holes looked like, and it's just not true. Yeah. And not just like what they look like, but specifically what they look like in pop culture, right? Like, non-scientists would view this as like an accurate depiction of a dark hole, or of a black hole, because black holes were not fully understood by the lay population. Now, technically, we get something pretty accurate, and people generally around the world understand what it looks like. It's cool. It'd be cool to see black holes have the energy being discharged at the poles and media on top of everything too. Yeah, that's true. I don't know if the energy being discharged is consistent with everything though. I know that there is like pulsars. I know that there's also like gravity waves and like other things that are being ejected from black holes, but the actual accretion is not happening constantly, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong though. I could be wrong. Anyway, isn't the card banned? I'm pretty sure it literally just destroys everybody. I don't think like I think pretty much like so many of the cards from the show and so many of the cards from like the initial 2 starter decks like have just been banned. Like Pot of Greed, Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, like everything in the like in Yugi's deck is basically banned. I feel like. Anyway, it's not like a constant thing, but it'd be a fun visual. It would be a fun visual. I agree. For an impact frame, oh, that would be cool. That would be cool. Monster Reanimation. Isn't that Monster Reborn? Pretty sure it's Monster Reborn. Okay, here we go. Fei Xiao. Ooh, I don't know if I'm ready for this. I love Fei Xiao. I just love Fei Xiao so much. Okay. Cute. Very cute. Those leaves are all... These are textures. So this is... You can slightly see the polygons here. Slightly. Like, this is a plane with a texture on it. It's just flat. This is just flat. It's not a modeled leaf. Just anyway. Oh, yeah. Fun fact. Whoa, that was cool. Oh damn. Oh shit. Okay. Oh. She's a drunk. Whoa, the getup was great. That was a great animation. Drunken boxing? Yeah, let's go. Sheesh. Wow. God, the double swords. Oh, that frame, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy shit. That's so cool. Ooh, damn. Oh, damn, dude. Dude, she's just Naruto. She's beating Kurama up. Damn, Kurama got wrecked. God damn, dude. Holy shit. Yeah, no wonder he didn't want him to be there. Wait. What's the guy's name again? Is it Jing? No. I forget. It's Chinese something. Jing Yuan. There we go. Please stop destroying my gazebo. You have a gazebo? Not anymore. God, I love it. Oh my god. Lamau. It's Sayu, yeah, it's Sayu. Okay, let's watch this again. This is kind of crazy. There's a lot packed in here. What I will say, animation-wise, this was incredible. The Fox section was a little bit hard to read, but everything else was really good. There's some great bird animation going on here. Like the birds generally have like very snappy movements. You see here, this has a lot to do with the fact that they don't really like. I don't know if they don't have eyeball muscles, but like they basically use their heads like the same way we use eye darts. So, like the head movement of this bird is very realistic. Feels good. It's very snappy, very jerky, very believable. This is a liquid sim. Yeah, it's a liquid sim. This feels so good. I'm getting just immediate like Ip Man, Donnie Yen vibes. This is like a Kung Fu Hong Kong movie. Like this feels such a great setup between two masters. So interesting. The grip of this is so interesting. She grabs the... I kind of wish she had the grip of this thing. Notice how she's holding the ribbon and not the actual jar. Like, this grip would have been nice to actually show us in the previous shot. But instead, we're getting a grip that grabs the actual lip of the jar. So I fully expected this to be the grip, and it confused me a little bit when it cut over to that other grip. So I do feel like that should have been considered as like, oh, just let her grab the ribbon here. Like, I think that would have read better for the rest of it. La, 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 la. Very good drunken animation here. That was so good. So this is really good. This get up animation, so smooth. Look at her balance. Not only like are these arcs gorgeous, but like as she gets up, an important aspect of these get up animations that sometimes gets missed is that you still need the center of mass to be above the contact point on the ground. The difference is that here, usually compared to like a standing thing, the contact on the ground is her head or her arm. So in order to actually get up, you need to be fully upside down at some point. And they did that really well. So good, dude. So good. Oh, that was such a good pose. Look at this. Look at that, dude. The arcs here. Boom. Boom. Builds on top of each other. See that line of action? They go up left. They go up left again. Not only the hand goes up left, but the hair goes up left, follows that same anticipation arc. It builds on top of itself and it really just lets that anticipation build up to that pose at the end, which is right here. Just look at that, dude. It's so good. This is a really cool shot. Just like in general, it's like, it's just, I love these low focal length shots. Get like a huge close up of the hand. Like that's just a cool shot right there. Just huge props, by the way, to make this face look so readable in this moment. It works well. Yeah, I mean, this part gets a little bit difficult to read, I'll be honest. Like this is a very Chinese art style. And I say this with like endearment. a lot of Bilibili artists, a lot of like younger Chinese artists right now, like animators, love this sort of noisy, hyper noisy style. And like it has like a really high contrast, very blacks, very whites. And you can see it here with all this noise. It's extra like hyper realistic texture too. Like you get all these sketchy lines and stuff here. It makes it a little bit hard to read in my experience. I do understand why they're drawn to this because it feels so busy. It feels so energetic. But it's a style that is catered towards a particular kind of like, I think, preference towards this. I think some people do really like this, but I find it a bit difficult to read. Whoa, what was that impact frame? Wait, what? See, I also don't know what this is. I think it's an eyeball, and I think Fei Xiao is here, but I don't know if she's like bending down. Like I can't read this too well. I'm not sure what's going on. But what is this? So it's like a moon thing that's like blowing up. Oh! 狗吃月亮. This is the dog eating the moon, except it's a wolf. It's technically a fox. That's really cool. So the fox is eating the moon. I didn't even notice that. That's wild. So this is a flying fox? Is that what it is? That's a fox, but it's flying? Am I crazy? Is this why I thought it was a dragon? She does that in the story too? Oh, wow. Interesting. I love this, dude. This is so good. God, this is like, but I love it because it's the first thing that's cleared with like the last few shots. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Oh, I know what's going on. I love this shot. That's so pretty, dude. God. She dodged it, dude. She Vegeta dodged that shit. Shonen as fuck. I love the trope of like shonen characters just like moving their neck. They're just like. I remember seeing that in Dragon Ball Z and being like, oh my god, they're so cool. And then being like, why don't they just like move, like just, why don't they just like move their hand a little to the left? Anyway, it's fine. So that's a tailed beast bomb, if I'm not mistaken, right? A literal 9-tailed Rasengan? I guess so. That too. When a projectile pierces the hair when doing it, goes kind of hard. I agree. That does look like Rasengan. It really does. So cool, dude. This is a little confusing. Again, I think this whole section is a little bit hard to read. Not only is it like being covered by the words and stuff, but also she's facing left, right? She's facing left here. Technically speaking, she should be attacking left, but suddenly she's attacking right. I kind of wish they didn't block everything here to get some cool impact frames and stuff, but it's just a little messy. But then she attacks to the right. So like, I'm not fully understanding why she's attacking to the right. I think she's throwing the guy, maybe? Looks like maybe she's throwing the guy based on the small amounts of information I can get between these impact frames. Looks like it. And then after that, facing left again. She's facing left again, which makes no sense because if she did throw it to the right, then shouldn't the fox be facing right now? Like, shouldn't the head be over here? You know what I mean? But now the head's on the left. And so we're breaking the 180-degree rule in only one shot and then going back to what we had before. So it feels like you probably could have just kept it, you know, the other way, and then it would have been consistent. It's a little weird, but yeah. This is awesome though. That's so cool. Wait, what does this box look like again? Wait, this is the first time I've seen it like in full color. Whoa, this is crazy. So it's a winged fox. That's so cool. This is probably a creature in Chinese mythology, but I'm not super familiar with it. But that's really cool. That's a cool design. That was pretty cool. It's a good one.
敵なし敵なし
強くもなく飲めば大暴れか勘弁してくれ
You destroyed the gazebo and an entire ecosystem. An entire ecosystem, bro. Think who's gonna save the pandas? What are they gonna eat now? Jeez. That's why they're going extinct. Anyway. Alright, Fei Xiao. You were good. But there was a couple things I was like, it could be better. We're gonna watch Sparkle next. You guys ready? The forest will grow back next week. Honestly, very good point. That is a fair point. I shouldn't be so harsh to judge people who cut bamboo for fun. It is basically consequenceless. It's not a fox. It is actually a wolf. A Borizon. The Foxians and the Borizon are the same species, separated by evolution, except one is a slave race of the other. Wait, is this canonical to HSR? The cowards at Hoyo didn't give her the muscle she deserves. Honestly, fair point. I think she should have gotten some muscles. I agree with that. All right, we're gonna play a quick ad. Oh wait, what? 6 minutes. 6 minutes and 23 seconds until my next ad. Well, then we might as well. No, I don't want to. I'm gonna get interrupted. We're gonna chill and talk for 6 minutes. How's it going, everybody? Revealed in the update with Fei Xiao, it's canon. Okay, so hang on. So she is a fox. No, she is a wolf. The Foxians and the Borizon. So a Borizon is a wolf, and a Foxian. I guess Fei Xiao is a Foxian, and the wolf that she's fighting is a Borizon. Is that right? Okay, cool. I got it. Fair enough. Oh, she's a half-blood fox / wolf. Interesting. Okay. Foxians are fox girls. Borisons are werewolves. What? Okay. Who's a Borison? Who else is a Borison in HSR? Is there another character who's a Borison in HSR that I can think of, that I can understand? Who are they? Oh, wait, hang on. They're just like enemies. I see. Non-playable characters. Okay, and then Foxians are fox girls, so obviously they would be all of the main characters. Oh, look at that. There's several. Looks like there's Ting Liu is a Foxian. Fei Xiao is technically a Foxian. Yu Kong is a Foxian. Surprise, surprise. The Fox girls rule the world. Hua Hua is a Foxian. Zhao Qiu is a Foxian. Okay. I see the bias here. The werewolves don't get any love. Oh, Zhao Qiu is a guy. Fox guy. All right, fair enough. Oh, Hua Hua is the one with the Hua Hua is the one with the tail. Yes, the ghost fox tail. That's right. Fox characters have become more popular than cat characters these days. An interesting shift. I think cat characters have just been overdone. That's really what it is. The fox girl is just like the variation that's like hipster and cool now. Her conception was not exactly consensual. That's fair. That's dark. But I mean, if you think about the whole slave and thing, that makes sense. Speaking of which, nope, we still have 4 minutes. Fei Xiao and Yukong are old friends too. Oh, interesting. War buddies. Fair enough. Yeah, Miko made bank. That's probably true too. Honestly, I mean, fox girls are nothing new. They've been around for a long time. So, question for you guys. Fox girls or wolf girls? Which one's better? Wolf, it's so interesting because there is such a big difference between the two. But visually, are they not basically the same, guys? I mean, like think about it. Like visually, straight up, Guys, straight like chat straight up. If I had the same girl, if I had the same girl showed to you guys, and I told you it was a fox girl versus if I told you it was a wolf girl, like you would have to believe me because there's no real way to actually tell if they're a wolf girl or if they're a fox girl. But you would perceive them differently depending on which one I say. Isn't that crazy? Oh my god. All right. So fox. We clearly have a lot of fox in here, but there's some base people saying wolf, you know. Wolves are just bigger and scarier. I wish I was conveyed in media. Wolf girls more often though, they just look like fox girls. Yeah, I mean, yeah, pretty much. Well, it was so funny. It's like also Holo is Spice and Wolf. She's a wolf girl. She looks like a fox girl to me. I'm just gonna be honest. Fox ears are usually longer, but that's the thing. Like nobody can really tell. Like yes, they're usually a little bit longer, more pointed. Yes, absolutely. And that's like the small difference. But if I were to show you a fox girl and tell you this is a wolf, you'd be like, fair. You know what I mean? It doesn't have that she's orange. Yeah, exactly. She literally looks like a fox. Yeah. Like there's actually not that many orange wolves if you think about it. Like there really isn't. There's the Ethiopian wolf. This is like the only like the red mane wolf, I think, is like the only like red wolf. The rest of them are generally gray. Gray wolves. There's some obviously brownish ones, but like orange, yeah. Crocodiles and alligators, I guess so. As a furry, agreed. Almost indistinguishable design wise. Thank you. An expert in the field has finally chimed up. I think ZZZ has wolf guys, but not girls. Yeah, true. I will say wolf guys are more popular than wolf girls, which is very interesting. How many of you guys are a fan of wolf boys versus fox boys? Come on, chat. Honestly, wolf boys or fox boys? I only like booba. That's fair. Yeah. Both the same, not just girls. Yeah, okay, so we're getting we're getting a very waifu heavy bias. Shark girl, mouse girl, those are fair. Those are also in ZZZ. I can't even recall ever seeing a fox boy outside of Hoyo stuff. Yeah, wolf guy stuff is much more popular because of the werewolf masculinity trait. It's kind of funny. Beastars made wolf boys pretty nice. I think like Lycown from ZZZ has made wolf boys pretty likable. There's like there's a bunch of like wolf boys and like other gachas I feel like that are generally speaking husbandoed. Yeah. Wolf guys I think are more popular than fox boys. I haven't really seen fox boys very much. So it's kind of interesting, right? Fox girls, wolf boys. Yeah. Is Gin Ichimaru from Bleach fox theme or snake themed? Oh, snake theme for sure. He's definitely a snake. Yeah. He's got an extendable sword or whatever. Yeah. Raccoon girls? That's just Snuffy. That's just Snuffy and BNA, that's all I know. When I was little, I thought foxes were female wolves and wolves were only male. Yeah, honestly, yeah. I mean, in the same way, like cats generally are more feminine as well, right? And dogs are generally more masculine. What the hell? What's a cowgirl? What's a seal girl? All right, guys, we're getting into a territory that I'm not sure we want to tread water in. Let's take an ad break. You guys ready? All right, we're just gonna talk a little bit more about so snake girls. Now that I have you guys here, no, that wasn't an ad. I was waiting for the ad to activate because I had to wait 6 minutes. Kashino and Azure Lane is a cowgirl. Interesting. Kashino. Let me look this up. Oh, yeah, she's got like little horns. I mean, I guess I can see the resemblance in other parts other than her head. That's a cowgirl for sure. Cobra Girls. Mon Musume. I haven't seen it. But I yeah. Wasn't there a game all about horse girls? I'm pretty sure there was. I think I've heard of that. Bai Shujin? Wait, is that from Genshin? Am I crazy? Oh, wait, that's just White Snake. That's just White Snake from White Snake. I don't know. I mean, that's fair. Pretty sure she did seduce a lot of men. That's canonically true. All right. Here we go. You guys ready? I heard there's a horse racing anime where the horses are waifus and the action goes hard. What? Wait, what do you mean? Wait, what do you mean there's an anime with a horse race? What? Okay, I gotta look this up. Guys, we're gonna take a small detour. My life is not supposed to be I should not have had that piece of information in my head at all. Okay, so horse racing waifu anime? Oh, this one. Oh no. Wait, is this real? I'm so confused right now. Is this what we're talking about? She has a horse tail. What? I'm so confused. Okay, we're gonna watch something else. We're gonna watch Sparkle. You guys ready? Okay, we're back on topic. She's got the ears as well. Yeah, it's a hugely popular gacha. That's crazy. I'm not sure if the song is real, but this is it. Okay, fair enough. Okay, let's watch Sparkle. You guys said that this is crazy, right? I don't know what to expect for this. Monodrama. I think this is a music video. 18 million views is crazy. Volume. What do you mean volume? Why are you guys saying volume? Wait, should I increase the volume? Please don't expect anything. Okay. Oh, it's not a music video. Okay, cool. Fair enough. I guess I'll turn the volume up. Okay. Sparkle trailer, the best trailer to me. I don't know. Why do you get what? Okay. They really ate with this? Ah! Wait, the song is fire? I thought you said it wasn't a music video. Oh, God. Okay, fair enough. The song. Okay, all right. Here we go. I'm ready. Holy shit! Whoa, God! Wait, what? I just got shot? Oh my God, is she killing different versions of herself?
There's only one bullet left. Wanna play a game? What's your wager? The life of a faker.
That's so cool, dude. Oh my God. Hang on, let me do this so you guys can watch it with me. Okay, here we go. That's insane.
So what? Let me tell you what foolishness is.
Oh my God, dude.
Pretending to be smart like
this is crazy.
Then, what is a fool? Knowing when to act clueless. Like I do.
Jesus.
Do you get it now?
Dude, this
is elation. Me. I am elation.
Oh my God. Cat's Cradle. Jeez, the morphing. Woo! Dude, the imagery of her constantly shooting herself in the head is terrifying. Oh my god. There's more? Is everyone dead? Everyone around her is killing each other? What?
Were you scared just now?
Yes! Yes, I was! Why would you even ask that? That's insane. What? Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, that went pretty hard. that was pretty crazy. It gives hints of Jinx's trailer from League, but 1,000 times more unhinged. You know, I think what's crazy about this, and this is speaking from the perspective of an American, like, her shooting herself in the head is like a terrifying prospect. But that's because guns are real to me. In China, I don't think guns are real to them. So I think there's a really big aspect of like it just being symbolism. That's fine. But to me, I'm like, you are killing yourself. That is absolutely insane to me. Oh, God. America. I think the paper cutout graphics stuff was a reference to the music vid. Which music video? Oh, yeah, you gotta shoot yourself to get your powers. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, that was also crazy. There's a trailer for Sparkle in Honkai Impact 3rd. Wait, she's in Honkai Impact 3rd? Whoa. Oh, she's got a cameo there, right? I presume. But in the same way that like Fischl's in like HI3 as well. I don't know how that happened. Yeah, she's getting a crossover. Fair enough. To be fair, she is the kind of person who would get a crossover. All right, let's watch this again. Okay. Dude, this, what a way to start. What a way to start an animation. You just shoot the audience. Like, that's literally what they're doing. And it brings them into this dreamlike state, which feels like the afterlife. Impact frame, very cool. Praise in chat. The skipping animation is actually really, really good. Now, the skipping animation is so good, it feels like it's probably got a mocap base to it, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was hand animated. It is very, very well animated. Russian roulette.
There's only one bullet left. Wanna play a game? What's your wager? The life of a faker.
This is just this is so cool. They have different versions of her in the mirror. That's so cool. Wait, is this a candelabra?
Looks like some.
Dude, like God. The face, every time she makes a face here, like this is just so visceral. Like it's just, God, it's crazy. Also, like that's dangerous. That could have penetrated the very soft skin of your temple if you were not careful enough. You got to be careful with these things, girl. Anyway.
Looks like
the acting is so good though. Oh, so cool. Great arcs here, generally speaking. Like this has such a great transfer between the two shots.
Looks like someone's in my.
So right here, you see, is this with her other hand? It's with her leg. So this is a really, really cool shot where you have a very flat knee. This is a rigging thing. Very flat knee is fine. This is a great pose. This is a great pose. I wish it wasn't red on red. That's a small thing. Like I wish this was a bit more readable. That I could see this immediately, but it's fine. Like I get the idea, and it feels really good. And I also love that she's just like the gun is just dangling from her finger. Just such great attention to detail, where she's just so comfortable with just fighting these guys. And then on top of that, as she goes past this point, great anticipation here. Notice how she's leaning into this spin. Look how she's leaning. Like she didn't have to do this. She's leaning in. Now suddenly she's like a fish swimming directly this way, and you get like this sort of like this spinny direction that's going to be happening soon, right? With that in mind, you know it's going to spin this way, you also know that this thing is going to come towards camera here. And what happens next? He comes towards camera right there. And as soon as it does that, right? As soon as it does that, it carries that momentum into a perpendicular shot, which is really, really interesting because this is actually reading really well, despite the fact that it goes completely perpendicular to the momentum before. How is that possible? It's because you have this momentum here at the bottom, which reads as where you were before, basically. Like this reads really well as you were before. This is the camera, right? So because of that, you can read the momentum and directly transfer it into this shot. It's really, really cool. I think like if you were to flip this, or if you were to like look at it from a slightly different angle, it'd feel a little weird. But it does a good job because ultimately from left to right, it's doing the same thing for everyone. If you did it from like a certain angle, that wouldn't work. I mean, luckily there's only one character, so it's fine. If it was like a 180-degree rule thing, it'd be a problem, but it's fine. It's generally fine. Yeah, I think it does help that this guy's still on the left because this is the guy that she's like throwing. So that's why it registers as here. If he was like over here, it would be a little bit harder to read. But yeah. I found the video that's being referenced as a warnings about self-harm. Interesting. All right, we're going to watch that later. Maybe not on stream. But yeah, fair enough. It's a monodrama, that's right.
Let me tell you.
This was cool too. This was really cool. Dodge. This is a 3D effect. This is not 2D. This is really cool. You can see that there's slight polygons here. This is a plane. You see that little bend right there? That's a polygon. So this is actually procedural noise. And you can kind of tell from here as well. This is a geometry with a shader on it that allows it to follow the direction that it's going. We do this all the time as well. And this right here feels really good. What a cool way to have these curves go upwards and then signify almost directly, like as if she's throwing it up with her feet, but she's not. But it really points to that direction.
Let me tell you what foolishness is. Pretending to be smart.
Dude, this is a crazy shot. This is so, like her expression here is so good. It's just that perfect amount of crazy because her eyes are like, you see how they're going upwards like that on the lower eyelid, and then the irises are scaled down so they look even crazier. So this is like the insanity look that like fits a really weird uncanny valley area where she's not opening her eyes very wide, and yet you can see way more of her sclera than you should be able to. That's what works so well about it.
Pretending to be smart like you do. Then, what is
What great arcs there.
a fool? Knowing when to act clueless. Like I do.
Jeez.
Do you get it now? What is elation? Me. I am elation.
Oh man. Oh, dude, I kind of wish that they did this a little differently. This is really, really good and such a great climax. But like, you see, notice how like she's here and then she's here. This is actually a little confusing. It's kind of breaking the 180-degree rule because what you see is a face here. Technically speaking, in the grand scheme of things, you have a person here and you have a person like here, right? So the person here is holding the gun. This is what we currently have as a setup. If you go to the next shot, I immediately would like assume that this was the staging. You see how that's easily confusing? It's because there is a 180-degree rule that's sort of being kind of broken. Like they decided to go all the way over here and like film the camera over here, but I can't read that decision very, very well. Like my initial reaction is that like this is not the angle that I would have assumed that it was being filmed at. I would have assumed it's being filmed from this side, from an initial get-go. And that one little second of misreading it makes the climax not pay off as well. So I would have actually preferred them to flip it. I think it actually would have been cooler if they flipped it. I think this is clearly the staging in the previous shot, right? So if they had just flipped it where they actually did do it this way, and they kept it so that you had the character here be the one with, hang on, we'll draw it here. If the character here was the one being shot, right? And the character here was the one holding the gun, it would feel so much better because you would actually be able to read the transition point of like the shot before and this one. So what is this? Right, something like that. Like this would feel better because you can see how those two, like the shot before would average out to this, right? It'd be like boom, 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 bam. Like I would be able to read that. And then go up instead. Like just go up and then have that be, you can see here, like this shot, just have this shot be like this instead. Like, I think it would have read better. Like, if you just mirrored this shot, it would have read better between those two, in my opinion. Like, then you have the character here, you have the head, whatever. Hang on, let me do this. Do the you have the guts spilling out here instead. You know, you got basically the exact same thing, but now you have the continuity of character staging, so you can read and feel that this transition happens, and it feels amazing. It feels so good. It would transition really well into the rest of it, which, by the way, has no requirement for where the character's facing. So her being upside down doesn't really add that much continuity to anything else. It's just breaking the climax payoff, and that's it. I can understand making it upside down might feel a little bit cooler. I don't think it's worth the confusion. Personally, I don't think it was worth the confusion. I would have preferred more clarity for a bit more chaos. Over a bit more chaos. Personally. Every time I see Sparkle now, first thing that comes to mind is Mirabo animating the Eto Bled in the Jazz Night video. Yeah, honestly, true. That is very canonically accurate. But we did sneak that in. It was technically, I think it was Isaac's idea, technically, and it was Mira's shot. Or maybe it was Mira's idea. I could be wrong. But Isaac is also a huge proponent of Eto Bled. She is chaotic, yeah. But again, I would have preferred the clarity for the payoff instead of more chaos, because we already have chaos. Like this is already chaotic. And this doesn't rely on her being upside down in that shot. So it doesn't make any sense to sacrifice the clarity when you already have chaos in it. Like you're already portraying chaos adequately. I don't think it's necessary to portray her upside down for just a little bit more chaos. Like I just flip this. Like just hang on. Can I flip this in snipping tool? Let me see. Can I rotate this guy? No, I can't. Sad. But you know what we can do? MS Paint. That's still a really cool shot. You see what I'm saying? Like this is a really cool shot. It's still gorgeous. It would pay off really well because you would go from here to this shot. You see how that feels good?
Like I do. Do you get it now? What is elation? Me. I am elation.
And then you go in here. Wait, let me try to mime this one more time.
No.
I'm kind of curious.
Me. I am elation.
Wait.
Elation.
We'll try one more time.
What
Okay.
is elation? Me. I am elation.
I did it too early. Hang on.
Me. I am elation.
Damn it. So was it a mistake? No, I think it was intentional, but I think it was a mistake to make it intentional. Personally, it's just a directing thing. Like, I think it could have been better. They might not have realized that. They might have just chose something in favor of something else. And I disagree with it personally. It's a small decision. I just think it would have been better to maintain that clarity instead of sacrificing it for just an upside down shot. Because like the upside down shot doesn't add much to it. You see what I'm saying?
What is elation? Me. I am elation.
Good enough. Good enough. I got it. The hamstring shot reminds me of the me. Oh yeah, the me thing. I agree. Yeah, I was thinking about that too. Especially with the colors. Look at this. Is that not me? That looks like me to me. Anyway. At this point, it'd be easier to bring into an editing software. Shush. How about you animate it properly? I might as well just reanimate the whole video. I agree. They went pretty hard on this. Okay. I think the rest of the video is pretty much normal. Wait, what is it? I just realized, yeah, it went from a fox to a fox. Interesting. 2 different fox masks? Is that a thing? I guess there's multiple different kinds. Yes, here, I want to me up. Pretty creepy. The mask's color tell the story. Oh, it's red. Oh, that's cute. Okay, interesting. I didn't realize. We should totally react to me right now on stream. No cap. Oh, the gun of the chicken though. True. That's so funny. All right, are you guys ready for this one? I don't know if I'm ready for this one. I need to take a breather. I think this was something that white was her, red was aha, and both in one means she's accepting it. What's aha? Is that like the demon inside of her or something? I don't really know much very well. An eon, right. Aha is a god, basically. Fair enough. You were underwhelmed by this one? Okay, we're gonna find out. Oh, you mean the sparkle one? I don't know. The Rappa one I'm very curious about. All right, guys, we're gonna run a 1-minute ad break again. Hopefully that'll kill all pre-roll ads forever. That's my goal. But I'm going to take a break, as in I'm going to drink some water, and I will be back, and we will watch the Rappa short. This is something I'm actually very excited for because I heard it's good, but we're gonna find out. Literal clown. Lamau. All right, 1 sec. The topic we're gonna discuss during this ad break, we gotta decide on one. Fox girls, wolf boys, snake girls. What about the U.S. economy? You want to talk about that? Let's talk about that. Yeah, the Rappa one is very different from the usual style, so points for branching out. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Sheep girls. Yeah, Monkey girls. I love Donkey Kong. Rapper trailer is an absolute clown show. What does that mean? Is it bad? ZZ Bernice trailer. We did watch the ZZ Bernice trailer. It's bananas. Okay. I'm gonna figure out what that means later, probably. Yeah. So speaking of the U.S. economy and general capitalism, what ads did you guys get? He doesn't know. I don't know anything. What are you guys talking about bananas? Is it because the moon looks like a banana? Is that why? We're gonna find out. Did you see the Rock Lee Bruce Lee trailer? Wait, what? What do you mean? What do you mean they're doing a crossover? Burger ad? Oh, nice. Very American. Did not pay attention. Good. That's good. That's what we want to hear. Very important. We do not let the ads get to us. No ads in UK? Hell yeah. I have Turbo, so I watched you talk about girls in the economy. Two very related things, obviously. Same game from the Tencent video I sent the other day. Oh, it's a Naruto thing. So is Bruce Lee a character in the Naruto game now? Is that what's going on? Toothbrush and travel ads. Interesting. Birth control pills without a prescription. Fair enough. All very important ads. Proxy, save that link for next time. This is my last one for today. Except for Runaways. We are going to watch Runaways later. This one is gorgeous. We're going to talk about this one. But anyway. Rock Lee's getting a Bruce Lee skin. Oh, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Okay. Okay. You guys ready for this? I don't know if I'm ready for this. This might be good. Might be bad. Rappa. Okay. So Rappa's Honkai's newest character, I think. I don't know anything about her. Oh! Oh my god. Whoa! The styling is so cool. Okay. What is this? Powerpuff Girls. Oh my god. This is very Pantene stocking. Oh my god, this is fully 2D. Gorgeous.
Greetings. I call myself the Dazzling Ninja Hero.
Holy shit, it's so stylized, dude. Whoa! Oh my god.
Ninjutsu, Myriad Color Burst.
Oh, that's pretty. Dude, this is so cool.
Flies over the Tenshu.
Oh, that's so cool, dude. Banana.
Scram!
I understand why you guys are saying banana.
Complete. Wait, what?
Wait, what the? No. It is a giant banana. No way. There's no way. I fucking called it, dude. It's a mecha? Wait, what? The moon was a banana mecha? Holy shit, I love every minute of this. Oh my god, it's a samurai banana.
What kind of evil ninja puppet is this?
Whoa.
Softly.
God, this is so pretty, dude. I love this so much. What's she snowboarding on her sword? Oh my god. Oh, okay. God, it's so well animated, dude. The colors. Oh my god. This is so long.
Secret technique.
Yo. Oh no. Wait, that is so good.
Combination.
Holy shit. Wow. Oh my god. That scarf is so pretty, dude. That must be so fun to animate. To be continued? What, is there gonna be more? Yo, that was absolutely insane. Yo, Fitzy! Yo, thanks for the raid! Thank you so much, man. Sorry I don't have the alerts turned on, but I appreciate you guys. Appreciate it. Let me turn that on real quick. But yeah, thanks for joining, everybody. Welcome to the thing where animator watches animation things. That's what we're doing. Are you guys all voice actors, or are you guys watching? Like, Fitzy, what were you doing? What were you doing over there? What were you streaming? Welcome, Raiders. Welcome. We're watching Banana. I'm back. Web fishing? Wait, what? What's web fishing, dude? What? Oh, it's a chat room focused fishing game? Excuse me? Wait, I want to play web fishing. That sounds awesome. Holy shit. Wait, what? Okay. I'm interested. I might actually check that out later. Yeah, I have watched Bernice's demo. Yes, for those who are wondering. We watched that on Monday? I think Wednesday? I forget. Yeah. Wait, this is actually so cute. Chat. Wait, so chat can fish with me? Is that how it works? That's so cute, dude. Oh my god. Wait, this is so cute. What? It's only $5? Wait, this is so cute. Wow. Wait, how many players can be in the servers? Is it integrated with chat, or is it like you just like play with people? You know what I mean? Dude, the art style is really cute. All right, I'm gonna check that out later, guys. I'm gonna do some research on that. For those of you guys who don't know, I absolutely love fishing games for no reason at all. I absolutely love fishing games. I'm gonna find out if I like that one. Okay. My inner Animal Crossing fan compels me to buy this. Right? Same. Legit. All right. Okay. So we're gonna watch this back again. This is the new Rappa trailer for those of you guys just joining us. Rappa is the new character in Honkai Star Rail, and yeah, we watched it once. I'm gonna talk about exactly why certain things are good or bad. We're gonna find out. You guys ready? Here we go. Banana. Dude, I straight up called this at the beginning, dude. the moon looked like a banana. You guys were saying banana over and over again. I understand why now. So this is a really cool 2D moment. This is a fisheye lens. You can do this really well with 2D. It's actually easier to do arguably in 2D than it is in 3D. So this is like a huge fisheye lens. What that means is really low focal lengths. And also like you have like just a bit of horizontal, not horizontal, just a little bit of horizon distortion, just a little bit. You can kind of see it implied here, but it's like that aspect of it is difficult to do in 3D. It's going to be something that like you have to kind of break some things for in order to get it to look right. But in 2D, you can kind of just draw whatever you want and then you just sort of animate it. Very difficult to do camera panning shots, by the way, or camera translational shots. This is a dolly out of the city. This is a lot of work to draw every single one of these frames. I don't think they had an actual 3D set to draw off of because it feels like very loosey-goosey. Like whoever drew this just kind of just freehanded it, looks like. They might have had some very proxy assets like just to get a perspective thing down, but other than that, I feel like it was pretty much freehanded. So this is definitely by far the coolest thing in the entire video. This scarf can do whatever it wants. Like this can just go out and like this can go to the neighbor's house and come back and no one would even notice. It is so good. It is so good, dude. My god, I love it. This is going to be so flexible that throughout the video it's going to make all these really satisfying shapes, and it's going to accent a lot of movements that make a big difference in how the video is perceived. Wait, hang on. Are the holes malleable? Am I crazy? Yeah. So this is cool. What? So instead of actually, so this is such a cool technique. So instead of actually having like, essentially this is a common thing in 2D actually, but you have this implication that there's like withered away scarf, right? Now, instead of actually animating a consistent withered scarf, you have holes in the scarf that act like almost like fire, that they kind of like move through, and you'll see like this is kind of like moving through the shape in a way. Hang on, rewind. You see how it's moving through the shape as if it's fire? So it feels like it's a flame of some sort. You can see like these shapes are consistently just kind of like cutting holes dynamically into the cloth, and that's how they mimic sort of random withering of a scarf. It works really well actually, but it makes no physical sense. It's crazy. It's such a cute style. I love how she's just a sticker and she's just vibrating. that's so good. That's so good. This is a style inspired by Western cartoons, by the way. And this is a really interesting style to study if you think about it. Western cartoons were built very heavily on efficiency. Like probably much more so than anime. Like with all due respect to Western cartoons, they had like a much more sort of capitalistic mindset of like it just needs to like get the point across. We're going to take as many shortcuts as possible. Anime does this to a degree too, but there's sort of like a craftsmanship and artistry in anime that's sort of maintained throughout its tenure. But like with Western cartoons, it's a little bit more capitalistic. Obviously, there's still lots of amazing art going into it, but you're going to see things like this where they're willing to take these shortcuts, and it could be funny, it could be comedy related. Now, the irony, of course, is that this is the Pantheon stalking art style, which is an anime style inspired by, you know, Western styles. But that's where that sort of simplification comes from. These simplifications are part of the choice within a 2D production that has been informed by a specific culture, and this is where the Western style comes from. It's very interesting. Yeah. Oh, I gotta delete my own drawings. There we go. Ah, Barrett, hey, thanks for the sub, dude. What's with all the regular streaming? I don't know, man. Something possessed me, and I'm clearly very sick in the mind, but I'm gonna be here for a decent amount of time. So here I am, back on Fridays. I'll be back. Oh, for those who want, I'm Monday, Wednesday, Friday right now. I will be gone next week though, Barrett. I'm going to Blender Conference, just so you know, to set that up as an expectation. I'll be gone next week. I'll be back again after that. Yeah. Very Powerpuff Girls nostalgia. Yes, I agree. Yeah. Dylan streaming regular again is a true blessing. It really is. It really is, not gonna lie. It's been like, it's like every year I just suddenly, boom, here I am.
I call myself the Dazzling Ninja Hero!
God, dude, this is so trigger coded too. So like, if you look at this, the amount of frames here and the amount of screen wipes, boom, she's here, now she's here, now she's there. This is like animated on 4s, I swear. It's like, oh, that's 6. That's 6 frames of hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's crazy, dude. Oh, wow. Yeah, so lots of holds, lots of like just really strong poses, and just implied movement constantly. I think they borrowed some of the anime from ZZZ. I wouldn't be surprised, but keep in mind, this is 2D, it's not 3D. So ZZZ is 3D. I don't think it's the same team. I don't think so. This is probably a very talented 2D team. Yeah. I love this too, where it's just like, oh no, they're shooting. Oh, that guy just turned into a monkey? Wait, hold up. Wait, did they just turn into a monkey? Wait, oh wait, what? That's wild. Anyway, the idea that like they just do this and they just like, she's just holding one pose. It's so good. But it's like, it's a dodge, but you know it's a dodge. You get the idea across. It's really cute. This, though, on the other hand, is not low effort at all. Look at this. This is crazy. This is Sakuga. 2 of them. That's crazy. So you get the after image there, and then you get like this amazing composition of a treadmill shot. Like, look at the depth we're getting here. Like, I love that. Like, this is good. Do you feel that distance, that Z depth? Z depth is basically whenever you're coming towards the camera, you're taking advantage of that perspective. Feels really, really good. Not to mention, every single one of these frames has a gorgeous emphasis on the sash and the movement that they're going. So this version of Rappa is going this way. You can tell that she jumped because of the sash. Where was she in the previous frame? Like here-ish. But like, did she jump? Well, she must have. See that? So like that gives so much context to her movements. And this, you can tell that she's falling, even though in screen space, she's basically in the same spot. Like, look at that. The sash is informing everything. And this has a lot to do with the fact that they're in a treadmill shot. So what this means is like every second is them moving forward because the background's moving backwards. And that gives a lot of extra information too, based on like this sash movement and where they're going. And then like they have this 3D pan, which is really, really hard to do in 2D to make it look good. But they're just like boom, 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 rotating the camera, going across. Such good composition just in general too. Like you're keeping this feeling very, very strong on the left. You see that? See how they're always on the left side of the screen here for the most part? There's a little bit of bleed into the right side of the screen here at the beginning, which is what you want. You want to have them invade that side of the screen just every now and then. And that makes it feel like they're making their way through. So they invade the right side of the screen, they come back. they invade the right side of the screen just a little bit, they come back, right? So then they stay on the left side of the screen until eventually they completely take over the right side of the screen and become the right side of the screen. See that? That's the buildup. That's the anticipation of screen space, where you're building their compositional dominance over the frame. It's so good.
Dazzling ninjutsu, myriad colors burst.
That's just so pretty, dude. I just love that.
The fiend sight flies over the tenshu.
The tenshu. This is cool. This is really cool. Also, just because like the incredibly exaggerated focal length here. This is what's really interesting about this. You'll notice it's so deliberate here, and it's so extreme here. But let me point something out real quick. The focal length on this environment is extreme. It's extremely low, which means it's basically a fisheye lens. The focal length on her is not that low. It's like it's okay. It's not that crazy low. Like realistically, if she had the same focal length as this background, she would be more like this. Like she'd be more like this. Like she'd be shorter, her head would be smaller, like there'd be way more foreshortening, and it wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't look good, I should say. It would make more physical sense, but it wouldn't look good. So like that's what she would look like more so, which is like not good. It doesn't feel good. And so they did a really good job ignoring that and just, you know, as 2D artists do, drawing a shape that looks good for the face and looks good for the body, and ignoring the fact that the focal length should be here instead, right? And just drawing something that looks good, and then just combining these two in a way that kind of makes sense. But because the mismatch here between the two, it feels really artistic. It feels very stylized. This is not reality. We forgive the imperfections because we know this is an approximation of reality. This is not a real film, and that changes our expectations on whether or not we're watching something like 2D and artistic and illustrative versus something that's live action, VFX, and CG heavy. And this is one of the big reasons why like you can have all these perfections in 2D animation, where like their faces change shape and stuff. But like if you do that in like a VFX shot, everyone will lose their minds. It's because of these small things, these small mismatches that our brains register in a certain way that we don't even realize. So that's cool. Anyway, that's some information for you. ZZ does this 2D panty and stocking style, but mostly for web events and menus rather than trailers, is what they mean. Oh, so ZZ actually has this exact team that's doing this kind of thing. Like they have like a panty and stocking 2D trailer type thing. I haven't seen ZZ's stuff for this style yet. That's cool. How do they keep track of all this? This seems extremely hard to make. It is. All right, moving on.
Over the tenshu.
It is very, very hard to make. Yeah. That's so good.
Hunt complete. Wait, what?
That's so good. This is a small thing. Oh my god, I love this so much. This is another great piece of like talking where they're just repeating the same few frames. Now it's so funny because it's literally just na 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 na. So they're repeating the same few mouth shapes, but also like this would be a good shortcut to 2D animated lip sync. Because that's what basically she's doing here. She's just 2 frames, maybe 3, a couple different mouth shapes there. But for the most part, she's just open, open, close, open, close, open, close.
Hunt complete. Wait, what?
Oh my god. This is a really cool thing here. Check this out, guys. So this was an intentional design. I really, really like this. I don't know if you guys noticed this. Check this out. This shot here, as it comes into the moon comes in the frame, and then this shot here as you zoom out to the wide shot. Do you guys notice how seamless that was? Did you guys notice how seamless that was? This is a totally different angle. A totally different angle of the moon that just landed on the building. You're outside, you're at a 3/4 angle, you're like from top down. It's a really totally different angle. But look how seamless this transition was. Like,
What?
do you guys notice that? Look at this. Look. Right before the cut, look at the shadows of the moon. Look at the shape of the moon. Look at all these unique shapes that are on the moon that are informing the lighting and the shape of the moon, the depth of it, right? The geometry of it. See that? Do you guys see that? It's the same. They drew the moon to look like it's from the exact same angle despite being from a totally different angle. And they literally hooked up the shading on the moon and the shape of the moon, basically, to be exactly the same. That's insane. Not only that, but obviously it's in the same, it's also in the same point in screen space, which is really good practice. But it's like, that is so seamless. That's insane. Wow. Okay. Really cool technique. I think a really good way to make sure the viewer doesn't get disoriented, because it could have very easily been disorienting if you like suddenly were outside and like couldn't understand exactly what shape of the thing that you're looking at is. But they made sure that the moon still curved this way, that it was still generally the same shape. They had the same geometry here that was being conveyed in the previous shot for just a couple frames in the previous shot. It was being conveyed, and then it was hooked up perfectly between the two shots. Gorgeous. This is so good. This is so Gurren Lagann. I love this. It's so Gurren Lagann. Oh my god. Like, I'm pretty sure this is like almost verbatim like one of the Gurren Lagann shots. Like, this feels like the Gurren transformation sequence when he grows the legs. I could be crazy. And he looks like Tan's Mecha too.
What kind of evil ninja puppet is this?
Impact frames! Look at the sashes. Look at the sash shapes here. Again, they can do whatever they want, but look, they could have done anything. They decided to take advantage of this Z space here. You see that? How they're just like pushing it towards camera to make it more dynamic and build anticipation and build the perspective that the camera's moving in. See how it's coming in towards her as well? And just making these gorgeous, gorgeous shapes. Oh, so good.
Softly.
Dude, this shot is so good. Look at this. She's snowboarding. It's another one of those treadmill shots. Beautiful poses. This is just like, she's just destroying a bunch of missiles, which is awesome. Woo. Anticipation, really, really well done. This was cool. You have all that anticipation. This is actually an option here where they chose not to pay this off. They did everything they needed to make this pay off really well. And then, bink. This was an intentional choice, and I think it did really, really well to convey a shift in the mood. And to raise the stakes a little bit. It was good.
Prepare to utter your final word.
That just feels like an absolutely gorgeous animation. I want this to be her ultimate in the actual game. I want this right here to be her ultimate.
Prepare to utter your final word.
It's so pretty. She's got three blades. Oh God, so pretty. Na.
Secret technique. Dazzling obliteration.
That's so pretty, dude. Just the ability to just randomly hyper paint one frame. It's just such a cool style, dude. It fits so well with everything else.
Hunt. Combination.
This is a really cool stylization thing too. All these buildings here are being drawn like non-geometrically. Like they're very, very interesting shapes. And that's just a great way to just build character to a show into the environment. Like none of these lines are straight. You know what I mean? Like it's so cool. None of these buildings are straight. They're actually breaking perspective on purpose. This is very intentional, and it works well to define the loosey-goosiness of the show, and also sets up those expectations like I mentioned, where you have like people jumping around, geometry changing all the time. Like you get this very artistic approximation of reality that your brain accepts as beautiful. I love it. I love it. This was so good. Oh God. Her in-game ult has a bit of Spider-Verse going on and then it turns into first person. What? Okay, that's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, fair enough. Oh God. That was good, guys. That was really good. Do you guys have a favorite? I'm curious. Out of these ones, I'm not ranking them, but I'm just legitimately curious. I feel like that one was probably my favorite just because of artistically how much was chock full of like decisions that was really cool. But I will say, honestly, this one was probably the most impressive from a 3D perspective. Look at this shot right here. I love this shot. This shot is so good. This shot is so good. Okay, anyway. Sparkle was cool. I think Sparkle was cool from like a visual perspective. Animation wise, it was also really solid. But I just can't get my head wrapped around this particular decision. Yeah, that was the only thing. I just got here. Fair enough. Yeah. Creative, technical, or style. Yeah, there's lots of different things that people did well in different ones. But like, God, this was probably my favorite one from a technical perspective. This one was actually my least favorite. Acheron was okay. Face Shot was like okay, and then Sparkle was pretty decent, very solid. These two are pretty close to tied as being both very technically and creatively impressive. I like them a lot. Acheron Swan Dance. Yeah, that's fair. That one is pretty peak, honestly. That one's pretty peak. Yeah. I'm not a fan of 2D. That's a wild statement. Don't get me wrong. I think that's like you're valid. You can have valid opinions, but 2D is such a broad spectrum of like it's not really a genre. It's like there's so much within. Yeah, it's so much within the like 2D is not like a genre. It's a medium. It's like saying you don't like paper. You know. It's just a little bit too broad. I mean, you can have valid opinions. I do think like I prefer 3D over 2D personally as well as an animator, but like saying that not a fan of 2D as a consumer, I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with 2D as an art form. You know what I mean? 2D women greater than 3D women. I mean, you know, listen. Yeah, but take a look at this, guys. Take a look at this. This is crazy. This is what's crazy about it. This whole thing looks like a painting. Like any frame, this looks like a painting. Because it is a painting, guys. Aten has been working on this for 3 years. I swear to God, like 2 or 3 years. This has been like 2 to 3 years of work. It is incredibly taxing. It is incredibly difficult. This is hand painted. This is like before AI was like a big thing. People are talking about like this looks AI. I can see why you think that. Because anyone who thinks that painting every single frame is a good idea must be crazy, and I think Aten is a little crazy, because yeah, this is not a practical thing to do, but they just did such an amazing job with it. Like it's incredible. Like look at the shadow. Like think about like how every single one of these frames is a different painting. Like they had to repaint everything. Like, what? Granted, like something like this, the background here looks like real footage. Like it's probably that looks like real footage back there. It's got good parallax to it. It's got like high frame rate. It's on ones. It's got a filter on it. That's my guess. It's probably real footage with a filter on it. But the hand, of course, is actually hand painted entirely. It's got the lighting, everything done by hand. Yeah. I thought it was 3D with a lot of comp. No, this is fully 2D. This is fully 2D. Yeah. Atena had an absolutely insane. And so you can just to be clear on how it's like, this car is not geometrically accurate. For example, this car is technically wrong in its geometry because this wheel is supposed to be a little closer. So this is me just doing a quick critique, not to say that it's bad, but to prove to you that it's not 3D. This is technically how the car should be drawn, technically, right? Like it's a small thing. But if it was 3D, it would have looked like this. But this is 2D and it has a slight imperfection to it. It's got a slight flatness to it, a slightly higher sort of like focal length orthographicness to it. That's not 3D, it's 2D. It's a 2D one. That's just a good example. The other stuff that they're doing in this, like they might have a couple of like comp shots that they're doing with like real photos and things like that to really just save them time. But the characters are fully 2D. I'm pretty sure like inside of the car and everything is fully 2D, stuff like that. Like this is obviously fully 2D, it's just a drawing. This is my favorite one. I'm like, this is crazy. The geometry on the skateboard, like they definitely have some sort of reference, right? Like they're using reference. This is a common thing in 2D. It's not new. They're using reference for sure, but it's like just the quality of this being painted every frame is just crazy. Like that's painted. Every single frame is painted. It's crazy. Look at the hand shadows and everything, and it's soft. So this is a reason why people don't do soft shading for anime, because soft shading is so difficult. So difficult. There's so much more detail in soft shading than there is in cell shading. Cell shading makes things so much easier and faster because you simplify it with shapes. That's why cell shading became a thing. That's why toon shading is a thing. That's why solid colors are a thing. Because soft shading is really, really hard to do because you have to do so much detail work with how it's gradiated, and if you do it wrong, it'll convey the wrong shape, all these things. Keep in mind, by the way, as a small thing, like the background here is just one painting. They're not painting that every single frame. So the background is actually just panning down in After Effects to mimic the walking. And the thing that's painted mostly is the front. So you'll notice that like, even though this is 24 FPS, like the hand is animated on 2s, right? Or 3s. So it's like, you're still saving as many frames as you can. So you're not like animating everything. But look how there's even like a bit of like, there's a little bounce light on the skateboard. Like, look at that. The light hitting the finger is reflecting off of the skateboard. Like, what? That's crazy, dude. How drunk do I have to get Sam Does Art to animate something like this? Oh, like he would be in the ER, like for sure. Yeah, I did see them post how they did the comp for the lens flares, which is why I thought it was 3D. I mean, fair. Pretty smart to have the video vertical at the same time on drawing. Honestly, very true. Like this right here looks like a photo background. Like the background's definitely a photo. I wouldn't be surprised if they had, you know, an actual person sort of like rotoscoping a little bit over this, because the movement looks really, really good, especially with the jacket. But again, that's nothing new for 2D. It's just like using reference essentially. Oh, dude, I don't know how they got like the lighting and stuff to feel so good, but like. Because the jacket movements are so good, but like also like the clothes wrinkles change. You see that they had to paint the clothes differently every single frame, guys. Every single frame. Yeah, digitally, of course, digitally painted, but still they had to paint every single frame. It's crazy. Oh, this is a cool technique here. Look at the light here. The light's touching the hair. It's landing on the hair. It's it doesn't move because obviously that makes sense. But like obviously if it was 3D, it would move. This is light being casted onto a 3D shape. But it's acting like a 2D object. It's a very common thing in anime. It happens all the time because they only have 2D layers. But you can see how that it's moving over the hair. in a non-3D way. It's also crazy. Like, just look at the wrinkles here. It's just like the amount of shading work that had to be done just to like move this around. Oh, it looks like they're doing some warping for some frames. No, just kidding. Maybe. They're reusing certain aspects and repainting certain frames, which saves. It looks 3D. So this car right here is a 3D object that's been painted on top of. So there's instances where they're using 3D for sure. And you can tell that this is a very simple geometry car because everything feels very flat with the parallax here. Oh, my head. So the parallax here is basically non-existent. So like, it looks like there's supposed to be shadows here, but there's no depth to this. This is a very simple, like very, very simple car that just been painted over. Thank you. And you can see the geometry as well, and like right below the captions here, you can see the geometry of the car here ending. It's a very, very harsh ending because it's just very simple polygons. But yeah, that's painting on top of the mesh. They basically just painted on top of a 3D geo. I'm pretty sure they just painted the wheels on top moving so they could have a little bit of movement. This is done in 2D because the geometry is a little bit off. Yeah, this is so good, dude. Crazy. Just look at all the ambient occlusion they're drawing underneath the years. But yeah. Look who this guy, look who it is. Look who it is. This video needs more views. I agree. You guys should go watch this video. I'm going to post it in the chat just so you guys can all give him views because he deserves it. Go check out the video itself. When we ran away together, this used to be called Runaways. Interesting title change. Oh, hey, look, it's Samurai Blue. All right, anyway. Woo! I'm just about ready to turn in the day. Turn on the doodle. Yeah, the thumbnail says Runaway, yeah. Already sent it to my... Yeah, you should send it to all your friends. This is honestly a testament to like human perseverance. This, like, arguably, this is something that like AI would be used for, right? A lot of people think this looks like AI because it's just humanly impossible, right? And I can see why people are trying to like, oh, like let's make an illustrated, animation with AI. It's like you're taking, like, it would be so hard to get it to look this good. Like AI would not look this good yet. Like there's a consistency here that you just can't replicate at the moment, especially in the hair, right? But like even then, like, man, this is more than just the sum of its parts. This is the story of a human being who went through the trouble of actually drawing all this themselves. They had a vision, they created it. Like, I think that's really cool. Samurai's made on Goo Engine? Yes, it is. Why, yes, it is. It's just made in Goo Engine. Anyway, cool. I am going to I'm gonna find someone to raid, but before we decide that, do you guys want to react to anything on Monday in particular? I'm trying to think what else we should look at. maybe another Honkai thing, maybe 2 more Honkai things. I think we still have 2 more things I need to react to, and then we can take a look at I don't know. Send me some other stuff. I think it'd be good. How about reacting to your own work? Oh, that would be interesting. That's a good point. It would be nice. Oh, you know what we should do? We should also do a team stream at some point. I'm wondering if we can actually get that done before we leave. Maybe we might not be able to, because half of us are going to Blender Conference next week. I'm thinking probably I want to do a team stream with everybody for the Iron Mouse one and for the Progenitor episode. It would be good to go over that one. Yeah, the first Guilty Gear XRD one, Rock Lee versus Bruce Lee, fair enough. I'm not having any talks per se. Cody's having a talk about our pipeline. So we'll be talking about how our pipeline's set up at the studio. It's very, very cool. I really like our pipeline. I'm very proud of it. I'll be joining Cody in the talk, but it's mostly Cody's talk. And we'll be talking about the logistics of running a studio remotely, all the different software and stuff that we use, all the tools that we've made to run the pipeline efficiently. We've done a lot of work for our pipeline. So I'm excited to show it off, because we don't talk about the technical side of things that much. But like, yeah, running a studio is not like, it's not easy. You know what I mean? Yeah, so it'll be fun. Oh, yes, the Honkai Impact Third full 3D seal one. Yeah, that would be fun. We'll take a look at that one as well. Cool. Did you watch Valorant Worlds videos? Actually, no, I haven't. I have not. Maybe I should. Yeah. Let me save this one. This is Myriad Celestia. Myriad Celestia, yeah, we can save it for later. We can talk a little bit about that one later. Perhaps. So that'll be good. Cool. Hey, Sleeping Natasha. Thanks for the dino dances. It really brightens up my day. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a day as well. So let's figure out who we're gonna raid today. We have Joel. Let's raid Joel. He's fucking fantastic. I love him so much. All right, we're gonna say hi to Porcelain Maid. All right, guys. See you guys there. Hope you guys had a great stream. See you guys on Monday. Bye bye. Bye bye, guys. Bye bye, everybody. Bye. Have a good.